Dexter High School football live from Charles Bland Stadium here in Dexter, Missouri. Kevin, tonight we ought to see an outstanding game. Two 3-1 teams. Dexter Bearcats up against the Malden Green Wave.
I agree, Ed. And, going back to last year, I'm sure Dexter has a little revenge they're wanting to get with Malden. A game that a lot of people felt like they should have won that slipped away from them. So I look to Dexter to get started quick tonight.
I agree. Kevin's referring to last year's overtime loss to Malden, 26-20, after a turnover in overtime was turned into a touchdown by the Malden Green Wave, ending a 9-game losing streak. So Coach Wyatt, in his second year with the Malden Green Wave, doesn't know what it's like to lose to Dexter. And he was quoted in the newspaper this week saying while he was just focused on ending the losing streak, he has since learned exactly how big of a win and how much that meant not only to the team, but to the school and the entire community of Malden. Again, Malden's, about 17 miles south of us on Highway 25. A lot of people come to Dexter from Malden for shopping and other reasons. A lot of their kids play in the Little League football program here. So just a big, big rivalry between Dexter and Malden. And Dexter was extremely happy and excited, Malden, extremely happy and excited to finally break that 9-game losing streak last year. So they're looking to come up here and make a name and a statement saying last year was no fluke. And as you said, Dexter just the opposite, wanting to get the bad taste of that loss. A game that they thought they should have won, but Malden came out aggressive at the beginning of the game last year and stayed aggressive all 4 quarters and into the overtime and snuck out a 26-20 victory on their home field last year.
Yeah, Malden's not going to come in here and lay down, Ed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're 3-1 on the season.
Correct.
They're looking for another big win. They want to show their fans that last year wasn't a one-time thing, and it'd be a big win for them to come over to Charles Bland Stadium and walk out here with a win.
Yes, and as you said, 3 wins on the season. They defeated Scott City in the first week of the season. Pretty lopsided score there, so that's a common opponent. Both teams had a pretty good success against Scott City. Also, Malden has defeated Portageville and Piggott, Arkansas, this year to get 3-1 with a loss to Hayti. So some may say that the Dexter Bearcats might have played a little bit stronger schedule, with their loss being to Sikeston. Sikeston ranked number 1 in the Southeast Missouri poll. But Hayti is ranked number 5, so a very good quality team that Malden lost to as well. But Tanner Murphy, junior quarterback, he's leading Southeast Missouri in passing, and so as you said, they're going to come out running and hit the ground running, being very aggressive, and hope to make that 20-mile drive south this evening a lot shorter with a victory.
Yeah, and Murphy, as you mentioned, just a dual threat with the pass and the run. Outstanding looking athlete, just fun to watch. So, I'm sure Coach Pixley keyed in on his number all week during practice.
Absolutely. So, we're going to take a quick break, we're going to cut over to an interview with Coach Pixley earlier this week with Tyler Wagner, and then we'll be right back.
And we're along with head coach Aaron Pixley of the Dexter Bearcats. And Coach Pixley, you got the Malden Green Wave coming up. And, of course, last year, that's probably one of your tough losses that you look back on that you would have liked to come away with. What do you see in this game this year after looking back with last year? What do you see coming in with a Green Wave?
Well, I see a lot of very good athletes. I see a football team that plays very hard. And I'm not so sure this football team they have now is it might just be better than last year's football team. So, they're very good, very talented. They got a lot of kids that can run, and they got offensive and defensive linemen that really play hard. So, it's going to be a huge test for us, just like it was last year, and hopefully we'll be up for the challenge.
Sure, Malden's probably one of the more improved teams in Southeast Missouri over the past few years. They've really made a great turnaround with Coach Wyatt, and of course Tanner Murphy at quarterback as a junior. He had a great sophomore year, and looks like he's already got off to a good start this year, and Raymond Wilson's going to be in the mix as well. So you're going to see some familiar faces that you saw last year that were effective players for the Green Wave. And, looking back to last year's game, preparation is going to be a big part in this game.
It is, they're coached very well, obviously. The quarterback's a very good player, and they got, the Wilson kid you talked about is a very good player, big playmaker for them. They have other playmakers, trust me, and they can really explode on you offensively. And so, I mean, they're just a very good football team, and your preparation is key. So we prepared pretty well. Sometimes you can get overboard with preparation, and and they force you to prepare for a lot of different things. So, very good football team. And we're gonna have to play very well to win this game. There's no doubt about it.
And we're about midway through the season now. You got off to a 3-1 start. Big win over Scott City last week. What do you think about your team this far into the season? What you've done well, and just at the halfway point, what do you think?
Well, offensively, so we played well all year. Defensively, so we've been kind of hit and miss. I played well last week against Scott City. We're going to play probably to this point the second most athletic team. To this point, Sykeston was very, very athletic, and we didn't do a very good job against them defensively. And so we're going to have to defend fast athletes, and that's what Malden has. And so that's what we got to prove to ourselves from a defense standpoint. Can we defend speed? And hopefully we'll be prepared and lined up right and be able to do that.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Always a great showdown between these two teams, Dexter and Malden.
And welcome back again, Kevin. Coach Pixley said a couple of key things there. One, controlling the line of scrimmage, both offensive and defensively. But then secondly, the second most athletic team they played all year behind Sykeston. So he expects Malden to come with some speed. And traditionally, Dexter's had a little trouble handling speed. We don't grow them real fast here in the middle of Stoddard County. But, again, I believe we have the edge in the trenches there on both sides of the line, offense and defense, that we may have a little bit more aggressive team and a little bit bigger team. And I think that's where it's going to be won tonight.
I agree, Ed. And, Coach Pixley mentioned that Sykeston speed. So, I don't think Malden's going to have quite the speed that Sykeston had, and I think Dexter's going to be a little bit more prepared. I mean, just going back to that game, a few of the long runs were just simply missed tackles.
Yes.
And they've keyed in on that and talked about that. And, I expect Dexter to come out aggressively. I mean, just looking at some of the stats, in the first half alone, they've outscored their opponents 103-45.
Outstanding. With 40 of those points 40 plus coming last week against Scott City. So kind of skews the number just a little bit, but they have been a very, very good first half team this year in all four of their games, including the loss at Sykeston. I believe were we tied at halftime against Sykeston or down a touchdown maybe, but down a touchdown.
Yeah, 22-14 I believe was the halftime score.
That's great, and hopefully we can continue on with that level of performance to start these games, especially, and Coach Pixley also pointed out while they have an excellent quarterback, an excellent athlete at quarterback in Tanner Murphy, and that they got Raymond Wilson back, another senior who has good hands and also some running skills, but Malden's not about those two athletes. Mitchell Coleman is a proven receiver leading the Green Wave in receiving this year, but there's several athletes out there, and so it's going to be a complete team effort tonight by the Bearcats to come out of here with a victory.
Yeah, that was one point that Coach Pixley made that I really liked. I mean, we're not focusing on one guy. I mean, they're looking at the entire team.
Absolutely. And Kevin, with that, I'm getting a word from Tyler at the controls. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hit to the starting lineups real quick, Kevin, then we'll come back for the kickoff.
Cody Stevens, 7. I'm a senior from QB and DB.
Josh Overall, number 30, senior, running back, linebacker.
Alex Cliff, number 43, senior, running back, linebacker.
Tyler Miller, number 4, senior, wide receiver, defensive back.
Chase Young, number 3, junior, wide receiver, defensive back.
My name's Jake Lee, number 88, senior, play tight end and defensive end.
Jacob Stevens, number 53, senior, center, defensive tackle.
Dylan Heflin, number 66, senior, left guard, defensive tackle.
Brandon Moore, number 55, senior, right guard, and defensive tackle.
Zach Lacey, 78, senior, defensive tackle, offensive tackle.
Theo Gall, number 63, senior, left tackle, defensive tackle.
Zach Watson, number 44, senior, running back, linebacker.
Chase No, number 50, junior, offense, defensive line.
Joseph Lovins, 54, senior, offense and defensive line.
My name's Jake Lee, number 88, senior, play tight end and defensive end.
Alex Cliff, number 43, senior, running back, linebacker.
Ken Sanders, number 1, senior, outside backer, wide receiver.
Nick Summers, number 33, senior, running back, linebacker.
Garrett Ray, number 5, senior, wide receiver, defensive back.
Dalton Putnam, number 20, senior, wide receiver and defensive back.
Tyler Miller, number 4, senior, wide receiver, defensive back.
And Kevin, we're back. We just saw the flip. Just a second here. They'll position the players on the field so that we know who's going to receive. Out there you see the Bearcat captains, number 4, Tyler Miller, number 7, Cody Stevens, number 33, Nick Summers, and number 55, Brandon Moore. And it looks like the captains for Malden this year, or this game's number 35, John Robinson, number 7, Tanner Murphy, and here in a second I'll get the third name for you.
Coach Pixley getting his Bearcats fired up and ready to go, Ed.
Absolutely, and so number 5, Raymond Wilson, is the third captain for the Malden Green Wave. And there you see Dexter will be, okay, as they switch it around. Dexter is going to receive, so they'll be traveling north to the south. Malden will be kicking to start the game, going south to north. So I know that's going to excite Coach Pixley, as you talked about earlier, Kevin. They've gotten off to a fast start in every game so far, putting points on the board early and often. And so I'm sure he wants to do the same tonight and make sure those Malden Green Wave are playing from behind all night long.
Ed, I think, you're exactly right. I expect Coach Pixley to come out running the ball. We got 3 backs averaging over 6 yards per carry. So I figure he'll come out and pound it at them quick.
Absolutely. And while Malden, they are not necessarily a old team. They have a lot of juniors have a lot of experience from last year, but only 2 seniors. And so a lot of times those younger kids, they don't handle the adversity or the pressure playing from behind.
Yep.
But real quick, Kevin, tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Rainey Mathis Funeral Home in Dexter and Bernie. They're dedicated to providing services to the families of Southeast Missouri with care and compassion. In just a second here, we're going to see this first kick. We got Cody Nelden with the reception at about the 14. He goes right up the middle, breaks free, and he's going to be brought down. Great run back by Cody Nelden to about the 37, so about a 23-yard return. But back to Rainey Mathis, they serve every family in our community with great pride. They're able to offer a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. They will listen to you and your wishes to help plan a celebration consistent with your expectations. Rainey Mathis will take the time to plan every detail and help to relieve the burden on your family during your time of loss. Visit Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes online at mathisfuneralhomes.com.
Back to the kick return, Ed. Nelden's done an excellent job of giving the Bearcats good field position, and only being a sophomore, look for big things from him.
Absolutely. He possesses a lot of speed, pound for pound, in pads, though Chase Young, the fastest Bearcat on the field. And right up the middle, first handoff there, Josh Overall, but he is met instantly in the backfield by number 42, Chris Smith, the sophomore, saying, not on my watch, not this time.
Yeah, big first tackle there by Malden. They know Dexter's a power running team, and, they're trying to make a statement right from the bat.
So Coach Pixley talked about how he expected Malden to be aggressive at the line. I hope I didn't jinx him any by saying I expected we would win the battle on both sides. But while they may have won the first battle at the first play, the war is certainly not over. A lot of football to play tonight, and it's going to be a great game. Cody Stevens back, looking as he rolls out to his right. He's got Tyler Miller across. He tucks it down, ducks his shoulder. He's brought down at about the 43-yard line for a gain of about 6. So great run. Good look by Cody Stevens, and we'll see a lot of that. We talked about that on the news broadcast today, Tyler and I, that Cody, much like Tanner, they both possess some speed, and both of them are not afraid to put a hit on the tackler and let them know that, hey, we're willing to make contact and we'll do it all night long.
You're exactly right, Ed. And that was Mitchell Coleman that we talked about in the pregame making that tackle. So stepping up on defense just as well on offense.
We're going to see a lot of Green Wave and a lot of Bearcats playing on both sides of the field. There's a fumble on the play. Josh Overall loses the ball, and it's recovered by Malden. So Malden's going to get their first possession, recover there by number 42, Chris Smith. So 3 plays from scrimmage, and Chris Smith was involved heavily in 2 of them with big plays both times. And Malden, as we said, Green Wave going to get the ball in an excellent field position at about the Bearcat 47 to start their offensive possession.
Yeah, it looked like Cody was setting up to run the traditional option, and somebody missed the block and was able to knock the ball out from behind.
That too. But we got a little different set tonight. We're going to go with the 4-4. Cody Stevens will not be playing defensive back. Kenton Sanders will be in as outside linebacker as well. And so we'll see Tyler Miller handling the deep duties on his own this evening. There's a good stiff arm there as the handoff is to number 23, Romello McCoy. And he was brought down by number 78, Zach Lacey, for the Bearcats. So a good heads-up play there. Hard run by the Malden Green Wave, but great up-front pressure there by the Bearcats as well, setting up a 2nd and 7, as you see at the top of your screen there.
Yeah, Dexter was blitzing on that play, and it worked out for him that time.
And there goes Raymond Wilson around the outside. He breaks free. He's got the first down, spinning, finally brought down. Looks like by number
Chase Young. Looks like Chase Young was in on that tackle.
So
that's a correction. That was Cody Levins in on the tackle.
So a good hard run there by Raymond Wilson, picking up where he left off last week. And he's a gentleman that had some eligibility problems, had to miss the first 3 games. And his first 2 games back, you can tell he brings a lot of excitement, and he's glad to be out there playing football on Friday night.
Looks like Dexter has had a little bit of an audible on the defense there.
Right up the middle there to number 23. Breaks out down the line of scrimmage. Touchdown Malden. Romello McCoy with a 31-yard touchdown run as he was able to go up off tackle, break out to the right outside, and sprint down the sideline. And Bearcats just not able to catch him this time around. So the Bearcats aren't going to play from the front, at least not the entire game, as Malden looked very efficient on their first offensive drive.
It looked like a lot of miscommunication by the Bearcats there. A lot of movement before the snap. Guys looking like they didn't know if they were in the right spot, and Malden took advantage of it.
Absolutely. Looked like they were going to start with a 4-4, shifted out to the 3-5. And either way, touchdown Malden as we see Garrett Potts set up for the kick. Kick is no good. So good defense there by the Bearcats on the point after try.
Looks like Kenton Sanders was in on that block.
With that, we want to remind everybody Dexter Pizza Company is now under new ownership and have returned to the classic recipes. A lunch buffet is available daily along with the popular cookie dough pizza and now offering chicken wings. Dexter Pizza Company is offering a carryout special for Bearcat fans during each YHC televised game. That's free breadsticks with the purchase of a large pizza.
Malden taking advantage of Dexter's turnover there, Ed.
And there you see Dexter Pizza Company's phone number on your screen, 624-7499. Give them a call for that carry-out special. I bet they also got the game on if you want to eat in the restaurant. So with 9:05 to go in the first quarter, Dexter's got to get the ball back. Again, Cody Neldon and Chase Young deep for the Bearcats. We'll see what Garrett Potts wants to do this time. Cody again in to get the ball, sets up, goes right up the middle with that V, breaks through, Good hard run, brought down at about the 47, 46-yard line maybe of the Bearcats. Picked that ball up somewhere around the 25, Kevin. And so another good return, 20, 21 yards, maybe 22 by Cody.
Several Malden Green Waves in on that tackle.
And what I liked about it is that first contact by Malden, it looked like the second guy in did nothing but come straight for that ball. Cody covered up with both hands, bent over, wasn't going to allow that Green Wave guy to take that ball from him, and he was able to pound out and drag out another couple of yards in the process because the Green Wave guy didn't lower the hit. He went for the ball instead.
Which is outstanding for a sophomore.
Absolutely. Cody is an excellent athlete. We've talked about him before. He represented the United States and Puerto Rico in baseball this summer. Also a very accomplished basketball player. There we see Cliff Lee, the fullback, with the run of about 13 yards out to the Malden Green Wave 36-yard line.
Tanner Murphy making the tackle there, but Cliff made him pay for it. He lowered that shoulder.
Absolutely. Well, Tanner Murphy playing cornerback, and I'm sure Coach Pixley will be happy with that defensive secondary leading in tackles all night long, because that means you're picking up 6-7 yards minimum every play from scrimmage that way.
Nick Summers looking like they're preparing for a pass here.
Nick Summers in the backfield. Cody fakes a handoff. He keeps it, goes right up the middle, runs right over number 23, Romello McCoy there for the Bearcats, but not until after a first down. It looks like about 12-yard gain for Cody Stevens. Excellent run, showing a lot of speed and great footwork.
And an excellent read there by Cody, having to read the tackles to see if they're going to come up or cover the back, and he caught a seam and went.
And Kevin, I know you saw also just an excellent performance there by Nick Summers, acting as if he had the ball, and he didn't just stop there. He took off, selling that play the entire time that helped open up some of that middle for his quarterback.
Yeah, and that's the key to executing.
And there's Nick Summers with the ball. Good hard run as he gets caught at the line of scrimmage, but breaks free for a 2-yard gain.
Nick able to make something out of nothing there. They caught him at the line, and he was still able to pick up a couple of yards.
Nick will come off. It's Josh Summers, and we'll see them rotate just about every play all night long, Kevin. Both of them have about equal number of carries. I think Josh may have a couple more than Nick, and they're both, as you said, averaging 6-7 plus yards a carry, and just an outstanding 1-2 threat for the Bearcats. And here goes Josh. This time does not have the ball. Lost by Cody Stevens. Cody did not realize that Josh did not have the ball, so another fumble here in the first quarter by the Bearcats, and the Malden Green Wave are going to get the ball back on their 26-yard line.
And those are mistakes that, you just can't have against a team like Malden. We're driving there, looking to score, and just another mishandled handoff.
And it looked like the senior Raymond Wilson there laid the hit that knocked that ball free. And so the senior, one of the two seniors here on the Malden Green Wave, making an impact on both sides of the ball early in the game. So 7:28 to go. Still a lot of football left here. And Malden with the ball as Tanner Murphy looks over his offense. We got Raymond Wilson here in the slot. He cuts across the middle. Fake there. Tanner wanting to get in on the running. As he looks, he goes outside. Great block there by number 3, Malik Perkins, freeing up the outside for his quarterback, Tanner Murphy.
Tyler Miller, really making maybe a potentially long run tackle there.
Absolutely. Tyler's got great speed, and he can put a hit on somebody, but again, not until after Tanner Murphy collects 9 yards on the run. Again, that was set up there by that block by Malik Perkins on number 5 for the Garrett Ray, opening up the outside for the quarterback.
And Coach Pixley's not wanting Tyler to make too many tackles tonight playing deep safety.
Not at all. And there we go. This time, Cliff Lee in the backfield disrupts the runner, number 23, 23, Romello McCoy, and so ultimately a tackle for loss there, loss of about 2, so we're going to have 3rd and 4.
Alex Cliff wraps up there, and that's a 4-yard loss. Malden checking into the game, Ed.
Ken Sanders to come out. Ken Sanders just a great athlete. He was played his sophomore and junior years by injuries all just about all season long, so he's a senior that's excited about being back on the field and getting a starting position this evening. So good luck, Kenton. Let's see some big hits from him tonight. Tanner back to pass. We got a flag on the play, though. The pass is incomplete, out of bounds, but it looks like it's in the position of a holding play probably.
Yeah, it looks like one of the offensive linemen didn't want to get beat and grabbed a hold of the Bearcat jersey.
And that's exactly what it is, holding against the green wave. So it looks like maybe Dexter might be signaling that off. Will decline the penalty to bring up a 4th and 4.
Holding against Malden. That penalty will be declined. 4th down.
So that should bring up a punting situation for the green wave.
You know, Ed, Dexter been very successful on 3rd downs this year, you know, only allowing their opponents to convert 14 of 40 attempts.
We got Cody Nelton back deep. Tanner Murphy also punts for the green wave, so great running, throwing quarterback, and also kick, a triple threat there in the back. Cody signals for the fair catch, and he will receive it and be down at the 31-yard line. So with 6:23 to go, the Bearcats get the ball back. Great defensive stand there by the Bearcats, and hopefully we'll be able to get some offense going right where we left off, minus the fumble.
That's the fumble. And great job by Zach Lacey on that punt. He was in the backfield and nearly made a play at the ball as the kicker was releasing it.
Okay, so it looks like we're going to have Josh Overall in the backfield for the Bearcats. Tyler Miller up at the top of your screen, Chase Young at the bottom. Stevens rolls out to his right. He looks to pass. He cuts it up. And brought down by Hog Collar there. Number 19, Sharif Jones. That might be what they call an illegal tackle.
Yeah.
And so he should get some extra yardage there. And that is the call. Horse collar. I was saying hog collar, excuse me. Got my good friend Kevin Bishop up here, who's a great big Arkansas Razorback fan, so the Hogs just happened to be on my mind for a moment. But it's a horse collar. Got to add some yardage on. That will result in a 1st down for the Bearcats. Instead of having the ball at about their 34-yard line, 36-yard line, they'll have it at their 47, 48-yard line.
You know, Ed, the horse collar tackle is something that hasn't been illegal for very long, but, you know, the NFL took the initiative to protect the players, and, you know, thankfully it's went down through college football and high school.
Absolutely. I think it was an injury to Terrell Owens that really brought that on.
Yeah.
Whatever your feelings of Terrell Owens are, like him or not. But and here we see Nick Summers right up the middle. He's busting free, looking free. Plows into number 19, that being Sharif Jones for the Bearcats, but not until after about a 16, 18-yard gain. So good hard run, great run there by Nick Summers. So the Bearcats showing they can move the ball against the Malden Green Wave. We just got to show that we can are able to hang on to it. But with that, real quick, Kevin, we got a timeout on the field, Malden. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching live Dexter Bearcat football here on YHC TV.
Baker Implement Company in Malden, Missouri is your authorized dealer for Case IH tractors, combines, and implements. We are also an authorized dealer for Lexion combines. Baker Implement offers service on what we sell by factory-trained technicians. We are also one of the best stocked hardware stores in the area. Baker Implement is the place to shop for Case IH branded apparel and toys. Drop by and visit us and let us show you what we have. You'll find whatever you're looking for at Baker Implement Company in Malden, Missouri.
At First National Bank, it is about believing in our community, planning for the future, and understanding the needs and aspirations of our customers. We bring you the best in full-service banking, backed by a friendly staff and a strong sense of community pride. We encourage you to experience the First National Bank difference. First National Bank, believing in community, planning for the future.
And we're back, and Kevin, as we were saying right before the break, you know, Dexter showing that they can move the ball against this Malden Green Wave defense. We just got to show that we can hang on to it and punch it across the line. So there's the handoff to Josh Stevens. He's met immediately at the line of scrimmage. Is that number 56, Kevin?
Yeah, number 56.
Javier Cooper for the Green Wave, and it looks like a loss of 1 on the carry. So we'll bring up 2nd and 11 from the Malden Green Wave 36-yard line.
Just a missed block there by the offensive line. Somebody not picking up the right guy.
Some of that's probably attributed to the quickness, the speed and quickness of that Green Wave defense as well.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, they've been in the backfield on a couple plays tonight.
As the pass is Cody Stevens rolled to his left, intended for Chase Young. Good defense there by number 35, John Shea Robinson, but the pass was not going to be catchable. Just a little overthrown and out of bounds there. But Stevens unable to really get set the way he wanted because of the pressure from the backside by number 15, Mitchell Coleman for the Green Wave. So good pursuit there by Coleman coming from the weak side cornerback position.
Yeah, and that's a tough throw for Cody to make on the run. Somebody on his back.
Absolutely, and when you're throwing to the side, you're running to across your shoulders. It is an extremely difficult pass. This time from the boot for the shotgun. Cody looking for a place to go. Sets up, throws, complete, incomplete. Intended for number 15, Cody Nelden. So Stevens showing his scrambling ability out there. Just unable to put the ball down where only his teammate could catch it. But ultimately, ground played a little bit into that, incomplete. Not sure it would have been a first down if it had been complete. But bringing up 4th and 11, and we'll see Tyler Miller in to punt.
Yeah, no, good coverage by Raymond Wilson there. You know, as you said, Cody put it the only place it could have been caught.
Ball's up. End over end and down by Kenton Sanders at the 5-yard line. So great coverage by that Bearcat defense. Good heads-up play and great hands by Kenton. Congratulations, young man. And Malden to take over there on their own 5-yard line with 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, great punt by Tyler Miller there, putting it, you know, exactly where it needed to be for the Bearcats to pin them deep in their own field.
So we'll see what Coach Wyatt has in mind for his Green Wave offense deep in their own territory. Tanner Murphy calls the play, dispatches the offense to their positions. He'll take it from the shotgun. He rolls right, and he's tackled, brought down in the end zone. We'll see if he got the ball back across the line of the goal line or not.
Ryan Joyner was on him quick.
Great pursuit by the Bearcat offense, and it looks like Tanner Murphy, great heads-up play, able to reach out across that goal line before his knees brought down, and it'll be a 2nd and 15 from basically or 2nd and 14 with about a foot in front of the goal line. Backed up as deep as you could be, it looks like, these Green Wave.
I expect Dexter to come at him with all 11 guys maybe here, Ed.
Pass across the middle. Good defense there by number 1, Kenton Sanders, and number 5, Garrett Ray, but passed through the hands of Malik Perkins. And I'm sure Tanner Murphy'd like to have that one back as well as Mr. Perkins.
Big 3rd down here for Malden. You know, Malden's got to be thinking right now, even if we don't convert the first down, we want to pick up some yards because we're going to have to punt.
Absolutely, and being that deep, it's going to be a short hike for the punting team.
Malden lining up with 3 receivers.
Tanner, quick pass out across the middle to Raymond Wilson, who's brought down by Dalton Putnam with the first hit, but it looks like he was able to get out across that 15-yard line. So first down, Malden.
You know, right there, Ed, that looks like it could have been a miscue by the middle linebackers, not dropping back into their hook zones. You know, but when you blitz, that's going to happen. It's going to be open in the middle of the field.
Absolutely, and that's just a heads-up play by the quarterback. He knew the pressure was going to be coming, and so he went to his immediate outlet there, the slot pass, And good hands and then a good hard run by Raymond, driving through the hit by Dalton and still picking up 3 or 4 yards to get that first down after the hit.
Dexter still in great shape as far as field position.
Another blitz, unable to bring Tanner down as he breaks through the tackle, but he's ultimately brought by Nick Summers, Cliff Lee, and Garrett Ray, but out of a run of about 12 yards, 11.
Looks like we got a flag on the play. Should be another hold against the Green Waves.
And it was a hold on the Green Wave, so that's going to bring that 11-yard gain back. But again, the Bearcats, great timing on that snap. They were through with a lot of quickness and speed in the backfield in a hurry. Just a good hard run by Tanner Murphy to make it what it was.
Stevens checking in on defense. Malden coming out.
They're going to back this up. Should be 10 yards to make it a 1st and 20. From their, looks like from the Malden Green Wave, about their 9-yard line.
Be a great time for Dexter to make a big defensive play, having Malden pinned back this deep.
Absolutely. So 1st and 20. Fake the handoff, rolls right, got pressure. There, Tanner Murphy just looking to get rid of it before he's brought down. Great defense all around by the Bearcats with Dalton Putnam able to make a play on that ball. Just a little half a step slow getting there.
Yeah, Joseph Lovins and Alex Cliff were all in the quarterback's face, forcing him to throw the ball.
Great pursuit there by those linemen up front and linebackers. Brings up 2nd and 20. As you see in the upper right-hand corner of your television screen. Tanner back, looking across the right, and there's Raymond Wilson. And there, just a great route run by number 35, Johnsha Robinson, setting that up, bringing the safety and the cornerback deep with him, and then Raymond Wilson just running across the slot underneath for about an 18-yard gain.
Yeah, that was just a simple slant, but it's wide open. Luckily Nick Summers was there to make the tackle.
Again, a tough play. Those linebackers having to defend that slant when Malden does such a great job selling the cornerback and the safety to cover over the top. So 3rd and 1 from the Green Wave 25. So we need a big stance here by the Bearcats. And we got another timeout, Malden. With that, Kevin, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
Looks like the doctor has ordered some medical equipment for you to use at home. I've arranged for We Don't Care Equipment Company.
You know, as a patient, you have rights. Most importantly, your right to choose who provides your medical equipment needs. So when you find yourself in this situation, you should be offered a list of providers to choose from. Then you'll receive a higher grade of home care when you choose A+ medical equipment. If you'd like to know more about patient rights, call us toll-free or visit us on the web at aplusmedequip.com.
Here at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet in Malden, we've got a great selection of new Chevy and GMC trucks. Some discounted up to $9,500.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
How about this GMC short bed four-wheel drive, loaded up with chrome accessories for only $24,900.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
So hurry on over to Lincoln Lacey in Malden before they're all sold.
Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
And we're back as the Green Wave come back onto the field from the timeout. Again, 3rd and 1. We'll see if Coach Wyatt has any trickery up him and see if they try to draw the Bearcats off sides or not.
Yeah, totally different formation than what they come out with before the
Quarterback
timeout.
sneak. Good hard run there by Tanner Murphy. Looks like he's going to stretch out across that first down line as he's going to be at about the 27-yard line, only needing to get to the 26. So good heads-up call there by Coach Wyatt, bringing his team over, saying, hey, you know, we don't normally line up under center. Make sure everybody understands their assignments, execute it well, and we'll walk away the first down, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, when you have an athlete like Tanner Murphy in the backfield at quarterback, 3rd and inches, I mean, you can almost guarantee we're going to see the quarterback sneak.
And here we go. We'll line up under center again. So we got Mitchell Coleman in the backfield along with Raymond Wilson. And this time the double handoff. First to 23, Romello McCoy, who hands it to Raymond Wilson. Great defense by the Bearcats, not fooled at all. Short gain by Raymond for about a yard.
Excellent tackle there by Chase Snow, hanging on until teammates could come in and help finish the play.
So 2nd and 8 for the Green Wave. Tanner Murphy coming from the sideline with the play. 15 seconds left on the play clock. This time Tanner not under center. Wilson set up in the quarterback slot. And we have a flag on the play.
Malden pulling out a little bit of what they call the Wildcat, I guess, on the college ranks. I believe that originated in Arkansas as the Wild Hog.
I believe you're correct with McFadden
and Jones.
Excuse me. And so, yes, false start, or actually at the high school level, is still illegal procedure. So back them up 5 and bring up 2nd and 13. Tanner again going up top, and we'll see Raymond Wilson in the quarterback position. See if he tosses that out to Tanner real quick. No, hands it off. Back to Tanner. They got him deep. They can hang on. Brought down, not fooled. Excellent defense by Nick Summers and Alex Cliff.
You know, the Bearcats bringing the blitz there, and it paid off.
Absolutely a loss of about, well, let's see, they're going to line up now on just inside their 10-yard line. They were at their 25, so a loss of 15, bringing up 3rd and 30. Loss of 17 as it was 2nd and 13 prior play, so excellent defense. The trickery not working for the Green Wave this time around.
Malden with a lot of field to cover here for the first down.
Absolutely. Bearcats have given up a 31-yard play already this game for the first score. And there the pass is overthrown by Tanner. Looked like maybe a little confusion by the wide receivers over there on exactly what route to run. But nevertheless, Bearcats were all around it. Great defense. So we'll have 4th and 30, 12 seconds to go here in the first period. Cody Nelson will be deep for the Bearcats, lining up just inside the 50-yard line at about the Green Wave 47. Tanner Murphy, middle of the end zone, be kicking from about the goal line. Long punt. Cody catches it on the run, loses it, picks it up, able to get 2 or 3 yards after that as he recovers it at about the 37, brought down at the 34. So good heads-up play by Cody. 3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Malden Green Wave still on top 6-0 as you see across the top of your television screen or your computer monitor. With that, I want to remind everybody, Kevin, you can catch us on the internet at yactv.com. Also, let us know what you think about the broadcast. Send us an email at sports@yactv.com. Every game, Kevin, we've been blessed with here all across our great nation, from the Bearcat Nation, from Oregon to Maine and everywhere in between, even down in Hawaii at one time. So glad that the Bearcat Nation's able to follow their Bearcat team on the internet. Let us know what you think about the broadcast. We'd love to give you a shout out. Tell us who you're rooting for in particular. And here we go. Last play of the first quarter, Kevin. Fake the handoff to Overall. There's 3 Green Wave in the backfield with Stevens, no place to go. Brought down there by number 42, Chris Smith. Excellent defense by the Green Wave. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat Football live on YAC TV.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons.
We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area. Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
And we're back, and again, Cody Stevens unable to get free from the three green waves surrounding him, so it's bringing up a 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15. To open up this second quarter, there's the quick pass out to Chase Young. They're calling it an incomplete pass and not a lateral. Referee real quick to signal that. So Cody like to have that pass back just a little bit low. Chase felt the pressure too, I think, of the green wave coming in and wanted to hurry that reception just a bit. But either way, bringing up 3rd and 4th, 15. Hey, Kevin, we want to remind everybody winning on the football field doesn't happen by accident. Players and coaches work throughout the long summer, conditioning for the rigors of competition. Practice upon practice. The lessons learned by our Dexter student athletes will, however, serve them for a lifetime. Lessons of discipline and teamwork, hard work and commitment to excellence. And at the Bank of Advance, we believe in the character that sports help to build, and we're proud to help support athletes on the field and in the classroom. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. With that, we've got a timeout on the field by Dexter. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YAC TV.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
We know you have many choices in automobile dealerships, but at Glen Sain, our customers are special. We want you to understand that we're always working very hard to please our customers. We have a great selection to choose from, and with the 0% and the rebates and our prices at Glen Sain, it's a great time to buy. I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We want you to come see us, and God bless our troops.
And we're back. Nick Summers in the backfield. Cody Stevens in the shotgun. Looks up top. Going deep through the hands of Dalton Putnam. Very good pass. He would have been right at or just past the first down line. So would have been a first down. I think Kevin had the reception been made. But with that 4th and 15, we'll see the punt team come on and Tyler Miller again. Hey, Kevin, right now at Pizza Hut, get any pizza, any size, any toppings for only $10 when you place a carry-out order. They also have $5 pizzones, a huge individual calzone stuffed with your favorite toppings and cheese for only $5. Choose from 3 recipes, meaty, pepperoni, and supreme. Pizza Hut is open until midnight on Fridays and Saturdays, 11 a.m. each day. The phone number is 624-5333. There's an excellent punt by Tyler Miller, but it winds up in the end zone for the touchback. So the Green Wave will come out and start out here in the second quarter of their offensive strategy on their 20-yard line.
In the pregame, Ed, we talked about how explosive both these teams could be on offense, but with one quarter behind us, it's definitely been a defensive struggle.
Absolutely, and of course, Green Wave aided a little bit there in the first quarter. 2 turnovers by the Bearcats, and so, but as you said, though, in Malden, it looked like they were right on track with their first possession going down the field, but 47 yards, I believe it was. But since then, both defenses have kind of tightened up, bent a little bit, but neither one broken.
Dexter showing another blitz.
There it is. Murphy keeping the ball. He's brought down about a 3-yard, maybe a 4-yard gain.
Looks like Chase Snow was in on the tackle along with
Zach Watson.
Zach Watson there. Dexter's linebackers doing a great job when they have blitz tonight, not getting caught by any of the blockers, getting in the seam they're supposed to be in, and being there to make a play.
Well, we touted the offense so much in the pregame. I hope we didn't jinx them, but maybe the defense heard and said, hey, you know, we play a pretty good game of football ourselves.
Right.
Keeping the Bearcats in this ball game. Handoff, double handoff again. This time Raymond Wilson, and as you said, our good friend Zach Watson all over it, throwing him for a big loss.
You know, Dexter trying to confuse the Malden offensive line. A lot of movement before the snap.
Well, and again, St. Genevieve does a lot of this style of offense too, so it's not the first time Dexter has seen it. A lot of these, the defense, Malden goes with the quick huddle there, gets the handoff to 23, as Malden was still looking to, or Dexter was still looking to get the defensive set. They ran up to the line, and there, number 10.
Big hit by Ryan Joyner there.
Ryan Joyner bringing down the runner, number 23, Romello McCoy. So Coach Wyatt going with the quick snap, no huddle, catching Dexter off guard, but they recover quickly. Now then, a 4th and 7. Tanner Murphy back to punt.
Ryan able to make that hit over in front of the Dexter student section. Could hear them get fired up a little.
Cody Stevens deep for the Bearcats. Gets the reception, backs away, spins away, ducks the ball in. Great defense by the Green Wave as he's got nowhere to go, being wrapped up by 56-42 and number 3, that being Javier Cooper, Chris Smith, and Malik Perkins.
Coach Pixley going to send the play in with Cody here.
Hey, Kevin, On The Go Convenience has 2 locations, Dexter and Bloomfield, serving fried chicken and barbecue daily, along with their popular food bar. It's also your one stop for fuel, snacks, and cold drinks. On The Go and featuring the 28-degree cave. That's On The Go Convenience. Alex Cliff loses his footing just before contact, but not until after a gain of about 3.
You know, Cliff, the fullback, we've talked a lot about overall and Summers, but Cliff's looked really strong tonight running the ball. The few times he's had it in his hands, picked up good yardage.
Absolutely. And as you said, he's one of those 3 backs that averages over 6 yards a carry for these Bearcats. Nick Summers will be in the backfield. Chase Young here on the near side, Tyler Miller up top. Cody rolling to his right, looking for Tyler up top. Defense pressure, gets away from one, can't get away from number 52 though. Great arm tackle there by Jim Kennedy in the open field to control the quarterback for the Bearcats.
You know, Cody trying to make a play there, but you know, Malden wasn't going to let him have the outside.
Josh Overall bringing the play in for the Bearcats. I say that as you're looking at your Malden Green Wave on the field. Alex Cliff in the backfield alongside Josh Overall and quarterback Cody Stevens. Stevens looking to pass. Great pressure. He's going deep. He's got Chase Young just out of the outstretched hands of Chase Young, but excellent defense by Malik Perkins as he was matching Chase Young stride for stride and had the inside path on the ball.
Yeah, and as we talked about earlier, Chase has speed, so it shows you the speed that Malden has on defense.
Absolutely. Chase Young missed last week's game at Scott City with a sore knee, but back tonight. Not sure that's hampering him any at all. I'm sure if you asked him, he'd say absolutely not. Great hustle down the field, just half step out of reach there.
Good protection by the Dexter offensive line there. Cody had all day to throw the ball.
Tyler Miller with a booming kick. This time fielded by Mitchell Coleman, slips through his hand, but he falls down on it as soon as he loses it. Touchdown by Kenton Sanders. So Kenton Sanders showing great speed and hustle on the on the defensive team there.
Kenton looked like he was ready to make a hit.
And when Coleman missed the ball there, let it slip through, he just went on down to his knee and saved him a big hit from Kenton. Tanner Murphy talking with the referee. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line, it looks like, of the Malden Green Wave. 8:06 to go here in the first half. Green Wave still on top, 6-0. Kevin, I always say that stuff like we're on the radio and everybody's looking at the TV screen. Stats are right there up. At least it keeps me honest, make sure I'm telling them the right thing. So Tanner Murphy under center. Hard count. Bearcats recover, and this time the handoff to 23. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Romello McCoy. Hard run. Looks like maybe no gain there. Great defense by the Bearcats up the middle.
You know, the last several possessions, Dexter's looked really good up the middle. Defense holding tight. Linebackers playing great. Linemen able to get off their blocks and make a play.
Got Dalton Putnam on the defense here up top, and the cornerback Tyler Miller guarding against the slot. Outlet pass. Dalton needs to make the play. Able to hold him up. Defense gets there. Fumble. Recovered by the Bearcats. Number 4, Tyler Miller with the fumble recovery. But again, Dalton Putnam stepping up, making the hit, wrapping him up just long enough to let his 3 defensive Bearcats join him in the tackle there, knocking the ball free. So big turnover by the Bearcats.
You know, and this is the turnover that Dexter need. They're going to have good field position. We just got to make some plays. Hang on to the ball here, make some blocks.
And there you see the hit by Tyler Miller stripping the ball. And then Tyler, the athletic ability that he is, the athlete that he is, immediately diving on the ball as well. So great heads-up play there by Tyler Miller. Let's see if this Dexter Bearcat offense can do something with it. Handoff Josh. He's tripped up in the backfield by number 15, Mitchell Coleman. Brought down for about a 3-yard gain.
You know, just a simple blast there, but if you can pick up 3 yards, I'm sure Coach Pixley's happy with that on first down.
And Josh just about a half step late getting under that hole. Mitchell Coleman, great blast there through the hole. Overall, it looked like he was going to be able to step right over his shoulder, but Mitchell at the last minute bringing his arm up just enough to trip up Josh. Alex Cliff at the fullback, Nick Summers at tailback. This time set it straight up the middle by Cody. He's going to be close. Well, he will be for the first down as he gets down at about the 15-yard line. Just a straight snap and run. So great job there by the center and the left guard, freeing that hole up for Cody, and then a great run by him after the fact.
You know, and if you're Malden, you don't want to give up those kind of yards on a quarterback sneak this deep into their own territory.
Good call there by Coach Becker. Certainly they weren't expecting a quarterback sneak.
Great count there by Cody.
Hard count by Cody. Encroachment. Offsides on the defense, so that'll gain of 5 yards for the Bearcats.
You know, looking at how Malden was lined up there, they were giving up the middle of the field again. I mean, looked like we could have called the same play and walked into the end zone.
Absolutely, and I'm sure Coach Pixley's talking to Cody saying if you see that again, maybe we'll see a little audible situation. But now 1st and 5 at the 10. Josh Overall up the middle, met at about the 8, gets down to about the 5, which is going to be real close to the first down.
Like number 61, Tyler Manley, in on that tackle for the Malden Green Wave.
And there it is, first down Bearcats, be 1st and goal from the 5. Hey, Kevin, now that we'll get to that in just a minute here. Let's see if the Bearcats can punch this in real quick. Alex Cliff and Nick Summers in the backfield. Cody looking for Tyler. Across the middle to Jake Leaf. Touchdown underneath. Great hands, great pass, great execution. And I believe that might be touchdown number 3 for Jake Lee on the year.
Yes, you're correct, Ed. Cody a little late throwing that ball on the pass, but nevertheless, Dexter scores.
I believe his first target may have been Tyler Miller up in the corner of the end zone, but then he saw Jake open there, but by the time the ball got there, like you say, defense had collapsed a little bit, but not soon enough, and more importantly, Jake with the heads up to get himself across the goal line and keeping him between his quarterback and the defense.
After this kick.
The kick is up. And no good. Looks like a little left. And with that, it's going to be a tie game, 6-6. 5:42 to go here in the second quarter. Hey, and now we got a chance. If we can take a look at the turf tonight, if you take a nice look at the field, you should be impressed as it's in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field surfaces on not only this field, but numerous ones in the area, such as Portageville, Sykeston, and Piggott, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovations prides themselves on providing the best playing surface possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their projects, go to turfrenovations.com. And also, Kevin, people can't help but notice there on the 50-yard line, the Bearcat mascot, that being brought to you by assistance with the Dexter Booster Club, which you're an officer in, I believe, and a member of. And so thank you, Kevin, for what you and the Booster Club have done. Also, we see the DHS stenciled into both end zones. From the other side of the field, it just looks awesome. Looks great from our side as well, but it's positioned to really be for the fans and sitting in the stands. And so just congrats to the Booster Club. Thanks for all that they do. And here's Brad Wick with the kick. Deep to number 15, Mitchell Coleman. And he hands it off to Tanner Murphy. Tanner.
And the refs,
whoa.
A missed whistle there. They lost the ball.
And so Malden not real sure. They're not happy with that call, but like you said, a missed whistle. Bearcats looked like maybe they heard it because they just seemed to kind of stop, but the Green Wave kept on running. But it's going to bring the ball down at about the 19-yard line of the Malden Green Wave. 5:35 to go here in the first half.
Malden's certainly not happy about that, but that's the way it goes when you're trying to run the trick plays. Sometimes the refs get lost in the play too.
Absolutely. And like we always tell everybody, they're in position and got the best look at it. So good call there, as always, by these referees. We're proud and happy for what they do and assisting in the high school athletics here in Southeast Missouri. We got a little discussion going on. See, referee may be coming over to talk with the line judge, near side line judge, who may go now talking with the Dexter Bearcat coaches. Okay, we're going to reset the clock to 5 minutes and 42 seconds is what they're wanting to do. When the whistle blew, again, clock operator didn't hear it like some of the rest of us. Let it tick down to 5:32, and so putting the 7 seconds back on the clock. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the Malden 19. Hand off to Raymond Wilson. He's met in the backfield, spins away, gets through another tackle, but ultimately brought down. It's like a gain of about 4. Dalton Putnam, the smallest man on the field, bringing down the tackle, or bringing the tackle.
Number 10, Ryan Joyner, had a big chance to make a play at it there, and good job on the pursuit, just not able to make the tackle.
Raymond Wilson with a better center of gravity on that play, able to keep his legs up underneath him, got low with the ball, and Ryan Joyner just a little high, tried to bring him down at the shoulders. Tanner looking to pass, tip, Incomplete, so good hands there by the defense of the Bearcats.
Yeah, Jacob Lee able to get his hands up in the air and tip that ball.
Just great eyes there reading the quarterback, seeing that he turned, seeing the ball go up in the hand and getting his hands up to deflect that pass. So great play there, Jake. 3rd and 7 from the Malden 23. Just under 5 minutes, 4:59 showing on the clock.
Bearcats looking very good defensively the last several series.
And there's the draw made instantly by number 54 and number 10, that being
Ryan Joyner and
Joe Lovins.
Joyner playing aggressively tonight, all over the ball, been in on several plays.
And that brings up 4th and 5, maybe 4th and 6, so 4th and a long 5. Cody Nelton back to receive the punt this time. Again, the triple threat of Tanner Murphy. He can throw it, he can kick it, or he can run it. Back to punt for the Green Wave. Good punt. Takes a Malden roll. Going to be brought down at about the Bearcat 35.
Again, the Bearcats making good pursuit on the kick. Had a chance to make a block there.
Kevin, I believe at halftime, snacks are going to be brought by Fiddlers tonight. And I was supposed to be reminding Tony to bring a glass of unsweet tea for me tonight. So I didn't say anything in the first half. They were listening back at Fiddler's Restaurant, bringing the meal tonight. We'll see if she remembered after my lunch there today or not.
Tony does an excellent job out there, doesn't she, Ed?
Absolutely. Always a great meal every day of the week. Different variety off of the buffet, but fish just about every day. Cody's going to keep it. He's going to have to hustle. Gets around, turns it up the corner, up the sideline. He's got a blocker. Chase Young keeping the cornerback, Tanner Murphy, wrapped up. Cody gets for about a 20-yard, 21-yard gain out across the 45-yard line of the Malden Green Wave.
You know, Cody just showing his athletic ability there, able to make a cut there at the end of the play and pick up an extra 5-6 yards.
Hey, and Kevin, there was Tony while we were calling that last play. She just happened to come up here top floor, bring me my glass of unsweet tea. So again, Fiddler's Restaurant, Miss Tony out there, always doing a great job, excellent customer service, and thank you very much for the glass of tea.
You know, I never doubted her, Ed. I knew she wouldn't forget. I'm just a little surprised you forgot about me. Didn't have her bring me something to drink, Ed.
Well, I apologize. It's my understanding Jeff Bush was going to be here tonight, and I know he doesn't like unsweet tea. But there will be Pepsis downstairs.
Oh, that's even better. Not sure what the delay. Well, looked like we might have had an injured player. Number 42, Chris Smith, able to walk off the field.
Okay. That's always good to see. I'm sure we'll be seeing him back in the game.
Stop the clock.
They're still running the clock. Whoops. Have to get the reset here. We'll see how much time needs to go back on the clock as it has ticked down to 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Should be 3:38 needs to be on the clock, so they'll put 26 seconds back on once the referee sees 3:38, which is now there.
You know, a lot of people get upset when that clock's not exact, but you know, a lot of people may not know that the officials are keeping the actual time down on the field. So,
and now they signal the clock to start. We click down to 3:30. Pitch out to Nick Summers as he turns it back up. Wide receiver Tyler Miller tying up the defense there, and Summers going to be brought down after an 11-yard gain at the 34-yard line of the Green Wave for first down Bearcats.
Tanner Murphy in on that tackle, Ed. It seems like we're calling his name on defense, offense. He's just doing an outstanding job for the Green Wave.
Absolutely. He's a great athlete, also a great leader for those Green Wave, but helps when you play quarterback also. On offense, you're going to get your number called quite a bit.
Exactly right.
Pass across. There's a nice catch by Jake Lee right over the top as he's brought down at about the 25-yard line. First down, Bearcats.
Dexter able to catch him with what they call the good old pop pass. Tight end just stands up, throws his hands in the air.
So again, 3 minutes to go here. Bearcats marching down the field. They'd love to get a score right before halftime to go in at half with the lead. Just hands off to Josh Overall. He goes up the middle behind his fullback. He's going to get about a 5-yard, maybe a 6-yard gain. If they back it up, going to be close to a 5-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 5. 2.5 minutes to go now here in the first half.
Great carry there by Josh, but Malden's also doing a great job tonight of making our backs work for every yard they get.
Faked it to Summers, hands back up the middle to Alex Cliff, excuse me. He trudges for a first down after being brought down at about the 7.
Great counter there. Everybody sold their spot.
So a gain of 8 for Alex. First and goal, 7-yard line. 2 minutes to go.
Looks like Summers going to check back in a tailback position.
Hey, Kevin, also Cardinals playing tonight against the Cubs. It's bottom of the second in St. Louis. St. Louis on top 1-0.
Great to hear that.
Here's Nick Summers trying to get outside. Stiff arm. Going to be brought down at about the 6. Maybe a gain of a yard.
You know, great pursuit there by Malden. I mean, I was counting. There were 7 white jerseys in on that play, Ed.
Absolutely. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. They kept that offense running east and west, or to the west, and not allowing Nick to turn it upfield. We're down to a minute and a half left here in the first half. And we have offsides on the defense again.
Cody's been very effective with his hard count tonight. 2 for 2.
So that's going to take 5 yards off. So from the 7, it's now going to be second and goal from the 2. Excuse me, so I'm corrected. That's right, half the distance. So instead of 5 yards, they'll get 2.5. They'll be lining up at the 4.5-yard line. Thank you, Tyler.
Stevens talking to Summers there right before the play.
And we got a timeout on the field. Timeout Dexter. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
NFL Red Zone, the channel that brings you every touchdown from every game on Sunday afternoons. Watch the most exciting moments like never before, live in HD. Every touchdown from every game, live on one channel, NFL Red Zone.
here we go. Second and goal from the 4. Nick Summers right up the middle. He hurdles one and walks in for a touchdown. Dexter Bearcats. 1:35 to go here in the first half. Great run there by Nick Summers. Great execution right up front, though. Big hole for Nick to go through. Had a green wave on the ground, just high-stepped right over him, stepped in untouched. Congrats, Nick, on a good touchdown there. Great execution all around by the Dexter Bearcats.
Yeah, great job up front there by the offensive line. They don't get their names called out for those touchdowns, but without the blocks, Nick's not able to walk into the end zone the way he was.
Looks like Bearcats are going to go for 2 to get back to that 14-point mark, be up by 8. Summers the lone back. Stevens looks right. He tucks it himself. Contact. He was hit and hit hard. We'll see if they let him in or not. Looks like Malden signaling, and the referee now says he did not get across. Tough call from our angle because the football's sitting in the end zone. But, again, those guys, the line judges, are right there on it to see when he actually does touch the ground. Great run by Cody. Good hard effort, but even more so, big stop there by the Green Wave to keep this to be a 6-point game. Hey, we want to remind everybody, send us an email, sports@yhctv.com. Let us know what you think about the game and what you think about the broadcast. We'd love to hear from you and give you a shout-out.
They're getting a picture there of the marching band, the marching Bearcats. They do an excellent job for us every game, providing the halftime entertainment. Just excellent to listen to.
Absolutely, and they look really good this past Tuesday in the Stoddard County Fair Parade as well. So with 1:35 to go, Bearcats are going to kick off. Brad Wick in to do the long kicking duties. Looks like Romello McCoy and Raymond Wilson will be deep for the Green Wave, along with number 15, Mitchell Coleman. Tanner Murphy there in the middle. Since we say his name so much, might as well say it again. And Wick gets the ball. Tanner going back, takes it, fakes the handoff, gives it to number 23, sells it well, but number 9, DJ Dowdy over there staying in his lane, keeping his position and making the tackle in the open field on number 23, Romello McCoy. So good play there, Dowdy.
And Dowdy's going to be a name that we'll hear a lot in the future. Does an excellent job as the JV quarterback, just an all-around good athlete.
So with that, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Malden 27-yard line. 1 minute, 28 seconds to go. We've seen them go down the field that quick before, Kevin, but let's see if our Dexter Bearcats are up for the challenge this time around. Quick pass out. Hit instantly by Dalton Putnam for a short gain. Raymond Wilson brought down at about the 31-yard line, maybe the 32, so it's going to be a gain of about 5.
Just a great open field tackle there by Dalton. He misses that tackle, and you're talking about a big play.
Absolutely, but keeps the ball in play, doesn't allow him to get outside and get out of bounds as the clock ticks down now to a minute left here in the first quarter, or first half, excuse me. Under a minute now as Tanner Murphy sets his offense. And there's Joe Lovins getting in quick. And there, Tanner able to draw the defense, but dumps it off to number 35, Jonja Robinson, for the first down. And Jonja able to get out of bounds that time, stopping the clock with 47 seconds to go.
Looks like Coach Pixie there letting Dalton know maybe to come up on that play, give him quite a bit of cushion there.
Well, Dalton wouldn't want to give up the big play here late, but also Coach Pixley understanding that Malden's going to have to get rid of the ball quick. They don't have enough time left in the half to run the 10 and 12-second plays. Here we got a late flag coming in. Pass looks to be complete, just shy of the 50-yard line to number 3, Malik Perkins. But Kevin, let's see what this flag is. It's going to be a chop block against the blocking below the waist is what it's called here at the high school level by the Malden Green Wave. That's going to negate the catch and back them up 10 or 15 yards. We'll see what they walk off.
Looked like that block was made on Zach Watson. He was a little slow to get up, but getting a drink of water down here, I think he's going to be all right and be back in the game soon. The penalties have really hurt Malden in the first half. I mean, they've had some big yardage plays, and they've just been brought back by the penalties.
Absolutely, and I'm sure Coach Wise going to have plenty to talk about, or plenty of time to talk about that at halftime. He's not going to be happy about it. So yeah, they walk off 15 yards, bringing up a 1st and 25. Back to the Malden 24-yard line. So actually bring up a 1st and 30. As I believe they walked that off from the spot of the foul, not the line of scrimmage. Coach Pixley a little upset with one of the Malden coaches being on the field since there was never a timeout called.
Malden's certainly taking advantage of that delay on that penalty.
Tanner has to dump it out into the flat. There, Mitchell Coleman's hit quick and hit often. Brought down after a short gain of about 2. Another late flag coming in.
Not sure what the call is going to be. Mason No doing a great job of pursuing the quarterback, being in the backfield.
So this will stop the clock with 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. May have been a late hit by the Bearcats, but the referees are discussing it now.
I want to make a correction. That was Chase, no Mason being his brother.
Personal foul, so late hit there by the Bearcats. That's an automatic first down. And then they'll walk off 15 yards, I believe, as well. So now the Malden Greenway will have the ball at the Greenway 37-yard line. 1st and 10, 30 seconds to go here in the first half.
I can guarantee you that late hit call will be brought up at halftime. Those are the mistakes you can't make.
Absolutely. You make the tackle, the clock keeps running. Here we hear the stands getting into it. Those Bearcat fans would love to see their defense shut it down right here and go into halftime. But a great contingency drove 20 miles north from Malden. You can hear them yelling just as excitedly for their offense.
Dexter bringing the blitz again.
There, Tanner Murphy trying to keep it on the key. Brought down by Nick Summers after a gain of about 2. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. Malden using their 3rd timeout with 18 seconds to go here in the first half. We're going to keep it right here, Kevin.
Nick Summers and Jake Lee doing an outstanding job on that tackle. I could see Nick had his hands on the ball trying to strip it, bringing him to the ground the whole time.
And so with that play, with that 3rd timeout, Malden, 18 seconds. Really, there's about time to run 2 plays here at the high school level. First one, they're going to have to be an out route. They're going to have to get out of bounds and to stop the clock. I'm not sure they'll have time to run 2 plays if they aren't able to stop the clock in the process after the first. So Coach Wyatt is talking about that, I'm sure, over on the far side, drawing up the play and reminding everybody if you get the ball, don't necessarily look as much for the yardage downfield as you're looking for the yardage out of bounds to set up a final play.
Little trickery here, Ed. Off
Stacks everybody.
Slide.
Tries to get everybody over. Doesn't and does not get out of bounds. Brings up 3rd down. Clock ticks down to 10, 9. You see if Malden, they're hustling out, going to try to get the ball snapped. They got 3 seconds to do it. Trying to catch Dexter out of position. Downs the ball. Says 0 on the play clock. Referee signals 0 time also on the play clock. So that's the end of your first half with these Dexter Bearcats on top, 12-6. We're going to take a halftime break. We'll be back shortly.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
NFL Red Zone, the channel that brings you every touchdown from every game on Sunday afternoons. Watch the most exciting moments like never before, live in HD. Every touchdown from every game, live on one channel, NFL Red Zone.
The Sports Roundtable represents one of our great traditions here in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, and that's high school athletics. And nobody promotes it better than us here at YHC. What's new with the Roundtable this year? We're looking to add representatives from our local colleges, Southeast Missouri State, Arkansas State, and Three Rivers, to give us the inside scoop on local college athletics in our area, as well as new commentators to add to our program each week to give us more in-depth analysis of sports in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas. The Roundtable was designed to give local viewers in-depth analysis about teams and sports in our area, and we're geared up to go once again every Saturday morning live at 10 a.m.
The Miss DHS, first up, we have Lindsay Hyman, the 17-year-old daughter of Scott and Paula Hyman. Lindsay's activities include volleyball and track. Her future plans are to attend college to get her degree in social working. Her escort is Jacob Robinson. He is the 15-year-old son of Mark and Rhonda Robinson. His 3 words to describe Lindsay are smoking red hot.
Our first contestant is Lindsay Hyman.
Again, that's Lindsay Hyman.
Our second contestant this evening is Miss Melinda Mayo.
Second contestant is Miss Melinda Mayo. She's the 17-year-old daughter of Roger and Melissa Mayo. Melinda's activity are FCCLA, FTA treasurer, cross-country, choir, show choir, rowdy gals, FCA president, newspaper, and yearbook. Her future plans are to attend SBU, Southern Baptist University, and get a teaching degree. She then plans to travel to Brazil and teach missionary kids. Her escort is Brad Potts, the 16-year-old son of Randy and Peggy Potts. Brad's 3 words to describe Melinda are smart, funny, and awesome. And again, that's the second contestant, Miss Melinda Mayo.
Melinda with the following 3 words: smart, funny, and awesome. Our second contestant is Miss Melinda Mayo. Our third contestant this evening is Miss Mackenzie Mitchell.
The third contestant is Miss Mackenzie Mitchell, the 17-year-old daughter of Kevin and Ann Marie Mitchell. Her activities are volleyball, basketball, cheerleading, Stuco, FCA, DECA, and FTA. Mackenzie's future plans are to attend Ole Miss next fall and major in medicine. Mackenzie Mitchell's escort is Drake Mitchell. Drake is the 14-year-old son of Kevin and Ann Marie Mitchell. Drake's 3 words to describe Mackenzie are my amazing sister. And again, that's our third contestant, Miss Mackenzie Mitchell.
Our fourth contestant tonight is Miss Hannah Sanders.
Fourth contestant is Hannah Sandage. Hannah Sandage is the 18-year-old daughter of Larry and Tina Sandage. Hannah's activities include dance team, senior class vice president, rowdy gals, DECA, stucco, and FCA. Hannah's future plans are to attend SEMO and pursue a teaching degree. Hannah Sandage escort is Sam Ward. Sam is the 16-year-old son of Rob Ward and Jerry Richard. Sam's 3 words to describe Hannah are fun, sweet, and pretty. Again, Hannah Sandage.
Contestant number 5 tonight is Miss Caitlin Cyberlick.
Caitlin Cyberlick is our next contestant. She is the 17-year-old daughter of Tina Glass and Jason Cyberlick. Caitlin's activities include FCCLA, recreational leader, FTA, rowdy gals, and journalism. Caitlin's future plans are to get an actuary science degree or architectural degree anywhere out of state, but preferably at the University of Alabama. Caitlin Cyberlick's escort is Austin Richardson. Austin is the 17-year-old son of Deanna O'Neill. Austin's 3 words to describe Caitlin are outgoing, beautiful, and smart. Again, Caitlin Cyberlick.
Beautiful and smart. Our 5th contestant tonight is Miss Caitlin Cyberlick. Our 6th contestant tonight is Miss Jessica Snyder.
And Kevin, our 6th contestant this evening is Jessica Snyder. She's the 17-year-old daughter of Jeff and Debbie Snyder. Jessica's activities include dance team, tennis team, stucco, FCA, rowdy gals, and senior class president. Her future plans are to attend Missouri State University and major in political science. Jessica's escort is Joseph Greer, the 16-year-old's grandson of Deborah Kestner. Joseph's 3 words to describe Jessica are pretty young thing.
Cecily Duckworth. Joseph's 3 words to describe Jessica are pretty young thing. The 6th contestant tonight is Miss Jessica Snyder. Our final contestant tonight is Miss Lauren Ward.
Our next contestant here, Ed, is Lauren Ward. She is the 17-year-old daughter of David and Joy Ward. Lauren's activities include volleyball, FCA, FTA, student council, and honor society. Lauren's future plans are to attend a university and pursue a degree. Lauren Ward's escort is Owen Flowers. Owen is the 18-year-old son of Tim and Kim Flowers. Owen's 3 words to describe Lauren are beautiful, intelligent, and true. Again, Lauren Ward.
Beautiful, intelligent, and true. Our final contestant tonight is Miss Lauren Ward. The new Miss DHS tonight will be crowned by the 2010-2011.
Exciting night for these girls, Ed.
Samantha Long. Samantha is a 2011 graduate of Dexter High School and is currently a freshman at Southeast Missouri.
And there we have Samantha Long, last year's Miss DHS, here to present the crown to the winner this evening.
Samantha is the 18-year-old daughter of Charlie and Amanda Long. Samantha is being escorted tonight by Mr. Nathan Elliott. Nathan is the 16-year-old son of Jennifer and Jerry Caldwell. And now, the moment we have all been waiting for. The second runner-up tonight in this DHS contest is Miss Lauren Ward.
Looks like our second runner-up is Lauren Ward, Ed.
Congratulations, Lauren.
First runner-up is Miss Lindsay Hyndman.
And Miss Lindsay Hyndman, Kevin, is first alternate or runner-up.
Congratulations to Lindsay.
And the new Miss DHS for 2011-2012 is Miss Mackenzie Mitchell.
And congratulations to Miss Mackenzie Mitchell, this year's Miss DHS.
Her parents, Kevin and Anne Marie, I'm sure to be excited tonight.
Absolutely, and there she is also able to share it with her brother, who is her escort this evening.
Drake's giving her a hug there. really a congratulations to all these girls being nominated by the student body. You know, everybody's a winner, I believe in that.
Absolutely, Kevin. Very well said. Proud moment for all 7 of these senior girls being recognized by their student body and nominated for Miss DHS. So congratulations all. Very special night for each and every one of them.
Ed, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Get ready for the live game. Anything you got before we go off the air?
No, well said, Kevin. I was just getting ready to say we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a few minutes for pregame activities, starting lineups, and interview with Coach Pixley. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back. Hey, and we're back. Again, I'm Ed Gargas alongside Kevin Bishop. Kevin, great first half of football. Maybe a little less scoring than what we had anticipated based on our pregame discussion, but a lot of excellent defense. And so a couple of turnovers by the Bearcats early in the game, but they settled in, got things clicking there late in the second half or second quarter, able to put up 12 points to go into the locker room up 12-6. Real quick to go through some of the stats. Offensively, Bearcats, Cody Stevens, leading rusher, 8 rushes for 53 yards, followed by Nick Summers, 5 rushes for 34. Then Alex Cliff, the fullback, 3 rushes, 29 yards. Again, almost 10 yards a carry there. Cody passing is 2 completions against 7 attempts, 1 touchdown for 18 yards to Jake Lee. Jake having 2 catches in the first half. Tyler Miller punting, 3 for 109 yards for over 36 yards average there. Offensively, the Green Wave being led by Romella McCoy, 6 attempts, 39 yards, followed by Raymond Wilson, 4 attempts for 19 yards. Tanner Murphy, 6 attempts. He got 12 positive yards, but thrown for a loss of 19, negative 7 yards there. But and then Tanner, 5 of 10 for passing of 55 yards, no touchdowns, sacked once. And then Tanner Murphy handling the punting duties for the Green Wave, 4 punts, 146 yards, right there with Tyler Miller, over 36 yards average per punt.
Yeah, and as you said, Ed, the first half was a defensive struggle, and I'm a defensive guy, so I enjoyed that first half.
Same here.
Going to the Bearcats, Alex Cliff, Ryan Joyner, both with 5 total tackles. Each of them having 3 solo tackles, and 1 big one there by Cliff with the 14-yard loss.
Excellent.
Several Bearcats in on plays. Nick Summers with 3 tackles. Dalton Putnam with 3 tackles. And, we talked about Dalton at the end of that first half making a couple of key tackles that could have been, potentially a long score. Also, Zach Watson on the board with a couple of tackles, and Garrett Ray on the board with 1 tackle. So getting over to Malden, Chris Smith, Tanner Murphy with 3 tackles, Chris with 5, Romeo McCoy and Javio Cooper both with 2 tackles. So, you can't really put it in perspective reading the statistics, but, several big defensive plays in the first half.
Absolutely. And again, the key to the Malden Green Wave there in the first half was the 2 turnovers by the Dexter offense. That attributed a lot to the Malden defense and stuff. But, hey, we got about a minute until they're going to kick off here the second half. I'm getting the message there from Tyler. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to catch the second half of this football game. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YAC TV. Kevin, and we're back. And again, we see the captains for both teams, that being Tyler Miller, number 4, Cody Stevens, number 7, Nick Summers, number 33, and Brandon Moore, number 55 for the Bearcats. And the captains for the Green Wave, number 5, Raymond Wilson, number 7, Tanner Murphy, and number 35, Jonja Robinson. Again, talking with the referee, reminding, and then first half, Malden kicked, Dexter received, so we'll see just the opposite coming out of this little huddle here. And we should see the Malden Green Wave receiving on the south end, traveling to the north. Or excuse me, as I say that, they're going to do just the opposite. Receiving from the north and heading to the south. Bearcats acknowledging that they will be kicking from the south end to the north. Nick Summers shaking, they're all shaking hands, but quick to get in there, hustle off the field by the Bearcats. They're excited, they're pumped up, they're ready to get into this third quarter of play. That defense with a great stance there in the last minute and a half of the first half, controlling Malden and not allowing them to get downfield for a quick score to tie that game up. So we want to remind everybody, Kevin, also that tonight's kickoffs are brought to you by Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes in Dexter and Burney. They're dedicated to providing services to the families of Southeast Missouri with care and compassion. They serve every family in our community with great pride. They're able to offer a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. They will listen to you and your wishes to help plan a celebration consistent with your expectations. Rainey Mathis will take the time to plan every detail and help to relieve the burden of your family during your time of loss. Visit Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes online at mathisfuneralhomes.com. Brad Wick back to kick.
And you hope that the Dexter Bearcat defense can feed off the momentum they had at the end of the first half.
Absolutely, and here we see Brad. There's the kick, it's up. Oh. Great pursuit by the Bearcats. Picked up by Malden at about the 28-yard line. He's run back to about the 18, but he's able to get back up to the 28. That's number 19, Sharif Jones, on the return for the Malden Green Wave. Great pursuit by the Bearcats, just unable to bring him down inside the 20 after the backward run.
Yeah, really good pursuit, and then Ryan Joyner hung on there at the end to make a good tackle to put the play in the end.
Want to remind everybody, give us an email at sports@yhctv.com. Let us know what you think about the broadcast, what you think about your Dexter Bearcats or the Malden Green Wave during the broadcast. We'd love to give you a shout out. Tanner Murphy, inside handoff to Raymond Wilson. Good defense there by the Bearcats up the middle.
And Nick Summers doing another fine job of wrapping up, making a good form tackle.
Looked like a gain of about 3, so bring up the 2nd and 7 from the Green Wave 32-yard line.
Just got a message here a second ago, Ed, from J.J. Lemon. Says we're doing a fine job. Just smile back at him in the camera.
There you go. Well, thank you, J.J. Appreciate the comments. Glad you're watching the broadcast. Tanner, quick pass out to Raymond Wilson. Early in the game, the first quarter, Raymond got most of his yards, and looks like Coach Wyatt wants to pick back up on that success he saw in the first quarter with Tanner to Wilson, and there we see a gain of about 9 or 10 for a first down. Malden had the ball at their 43-yard line.
And again, Summers and Watson in on the tackle. You can see that Malden's trying to take advantage of their speed with these little quick passes, just wanting to give their receivers an open field and let them make something happen. Dexter defense moving around quite a bit.
Inside handoff to 23 as he breaks through the middle. And he only has to beat Dalton Putnam. That's going to be Romello McCoy with about a 57-yard run touchdown. So Malden picking up just like they did there to start the first half with a quick touchdown strike, and they go in for the touchdown to tie this game up 12-12 with 10:40 to go here in the the third quarter.
Coach Pixley talked about that speed in the pregame, and we certainly seen it there. There wasn't a Bearcat out there that was able to catch him.
It's a good hold there. It's a inside handoff that time. Faking the kick. Passing over the top. Defense by Tyler Miller knocking it down. Would have been a sure catch by number 4, DeJuan Krigler. But Tyler Miller reacting quickly, getting there in front, knocking the ball down to prevent the 2-point conversion.
Great job by Tyler to be alert there.
Absolutely. Hey, Kevin, we said it in the first half. We want to say it again, but Dexter Pizza Company is now under new ownership and have returned to the classic recipes. The lunch buffet is available daily along with the popular cookie dough pizza and now offering chicken wings. Dexter Pizza Company is offering a carry-out special for Bearcat fans during each YHC televised game. Free breadsticks with the purchase of a large pizza. Call 624-7499 to order or visit them on a Business 60.
Ed, you and I were down there for their ribbon cutting, and I can vouch for the pizza. Really, really good.
Absolutely. Neither one of us growing up here in Dexter, so not around when it was the original Dexter Pizza Company, but hearing a lot about those original recipes. And the Fowlers, they brought them back. And I can see why it's been around as long as it has. That's excellent pizza, and like you and I both talk about, we love that cookie dough pizza for dessert. But they great hospitality there, great service. Congratulations on the new ownership. Best of luck to them, and thank you for sponsoring the Dexter Bearcat broadcast.
Chase misjudged
Josh Overall with the reception. He turns it right up the gut. Picks up at about the 5-yard line, carries out to about the 37-yard line. So there Chase Young went after the ball. It slipped, went through his hands. Good heads up there by Josh Overall.
The Bearcats very fortunate there. That could have easily been 6 points for Malden, or they could have pinned us deep in our own field.
Hey, we've got an email here from Ann Wilson. Hello, watching enjoy watching Tyler Miller, that's his aunt, and the rest of the Bearcats playing so well tonight. The broadcast is coming through nicely here in Durham, North Carolina, and the commentary is great. Thanks for making the games accessible to all of us fans around the country. Go Bearcats, and best regards. Well, thank you, Miss Wilson. Appreciate the kind words. We'll keep doing this as long as they let us. Josh Overall with the run right up the middle. He breaks free for about a gain of about 14 out to the 41-yard line.
Looks like that might have been Nick Summers, Eddie.
My bad. That's right. Number 33 with the carry. Josh Overall going to bring in the next play. Sorry about that, Nick. So now we got 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 42.
Got Chase out wide on the near side of your screen.
Cody Neldon's up top. The handoff. Overall, gain of about 5, maybe 4. Brought down at about the 46-yard line. But we're going to bring out the 47. So that'll be 2nd and 5. Good hard run there by Josh Overall.
Overall coming out strong, only having 16 yards in the first half, but like we said, the Malden defense did a good job of stuffing us up the middle several times.
And I believe Josh is coming in averaging just under 100 yards a game, I think 99.5. And so 16 yards in the first half, well below what he's accustomed to and what he wants to go home with tonight. So good hard run there by Josh. There, the inside handoff, fake to Cliff. Cody turns it out. Gets up, turns up the out. Good hard run, keeping his feet going. Brought down inside the 5.
The Bearcat crowd, they like that run, Ed.
So about a 48-yard run, 47, 48-yard run by Cody Stevens. Great execution up the middle by the Bearcat line. And Cody there showing why he's a double threat. Good hard run there, breaking the tackle, the arm tackle there, number 35, John J. Robinson. And we're set up 1st and goal from the 5 of the Malden Green Wave with 9 minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
And Cody eclipsing his season-long run, only being 34 yards before that carry.
And here's toss back to Overall, right the middle, dives in, over the line, touchdown Bearcats. So just like that, 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bearcats back on top, 18-12. And looks like this time Alex Cliff is going to try to kick it through. Alex, I believe, is about 9 of 13 on the season after the miss in the first half. So excellent stats.
Yeah, Alex has done a great job for the Bearcats on extra points. You know, in high school ball, a lot of times it's hard to find, a consistent guy that can kick the extra point.
Cody Stevens in to hold. Down, kick is up, and it is good. So that's going to put the Bearcats on top by 7, 19-12 with 9:01 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hey, and Kevin, winning on the football field, it doesn't happen by accident. Players and coaches work throughout the long summer, conditioning for the rigors of the competition. Practice upon practice. The lessons learned by our Dexter student athletes will, however, serve them well for a lifetime. Lessons of discipline and teamwork, hard work, and commitment to excellence. And at Bank of Advance, we believe in the character that sports help to build, and we're proud to help support athletes on the field and in the classroom. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Well, Ed, we talked about the first half being a defensive struggle. Well, so far in the second half, it's been that offensive explosion that we had hoped to see.
Absolutely. 3 minutes into the second half and a touchdown by each team.
Both giving up 2 runs of 40 yards or better.
Hey, Christy Greer sending us a text. Says, sounds good. Keep it up. Thank you, Miss Christy. Appreciate it. Great to hear from you. And there's the kick by Brad Wick. Raymond Wilson goes right up the middle, hurdles a couple, breaks the tackle, ultimately brought down at the 41-yard line for a return of about 17 yards. So good hard run there by Raymond Wilson. And it's neat way you see how they set that return up with their quarterback, Tanner Miller, the up back in the middle. And every return, regardless of who gets it, they always run to the middle. Tanner having his hands out. They switched it over a couple of times, keeping that cover team guessing. And this time paid off well for the Green Wave as they were able to get to that first wave on the cover team.
Yeah, just slipping out of Zach Lacey's hands, but Dalton able to make the tackle.
Tanner going to keep it, goes up the middle. He's met by Joe Lovin at the line of scrimmage, but Tanner, a strong runner, able to carry him and a couple of Bearcats for a gain of about 4. I think I said Joe Levins, but that was Zach Watson that hit him first. Thanks for that correction, Kevin. Second and 6, 8:25 to go here in the third quarter. Tanner going to keep it. A couple of Bearcats bust through the line, but ultimately brought down by Nick Summers after a gain of about 3. So another hard run by Tanner Murphy, bringing up third and short of about 2.
You know, Tanner only had 12 rushing yards in the first half, and he's nearly eclipsed that with 2 runs.
And as we said, I believe he had 19 for a loss. So net now for a -7. So he's thinking, hey, man, I need to have positive yards. We're going to run hard. Fumble. Recovered by the Bearcats. So there, number 23, Romello McCoy, kind of stumbled on the pitch and was unable to secure the football. Dropped it, and the great defense and pursuit by the Bearcats. Fumble recovered by linebacker Alex Cliff. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Bearcats at the Malden 44-yard line. So now the second fumble by the the Green Wave. That turnover ratio is now evened out, 2 apiece.
Dexter really did a good job of pursuing the ball there. Everybody moving across the field. Wasn't going to give him the outside. No seams to break up the middle. And when you play defense like that, turnovers are created, Ed.
Absolutely. There's nothing harder about receiving that pitch than seeing a couple of black shirts in between you and the ball. Now we got Tyler Miller up top, Chase Young here on the near side. Handoff to Nick Summers from the fullback position. He springs outside. He has the first down, a gain of about 17 as he's brought down at the 25 of the Malden Green Wave. First down Bearcats.
And Tyler, right there when Nick broke the edge, laid an excellent block that allowed him to pick up another 6, 7, 8 yards. And you like to see a receiver that's willing to go out and block.
Absolutely, and that's what really is a difference maker at the high school level is everybody executes their job assignments until the whistle is blown. Tyler knew he wasn't getting the ball, and once Nick sprung outside, he could have said, okay, he's gone, but he stayed out in front of the runner and brought another block that, like you said, adds another 6, 7 yards to the play. And here's Cody. He's met in the backfield at the line of scrimmage there. Going to be no gain. Fake the handoff to Alex Cliff. Try to get some misdirection, but just great defense there by number 19, Sharif Jones, turning Cody back upfield into the middle instead of letting him get outside for another large gain.
Which is exactly what you want your defenders to do. Turn them to the middle and let your linebackers take care of it.
Josh Overall, Alex Cliff in the backfield. Cody looking to run across. There's Chase Young. He's hit instantly, but not until after a gain of about 7. 5 maybe, brought down at the 20-yard line. They're going to spot it, looks like at the 19, so a gain of 6.
Yeah, Malik Perkins, as soon as Chase got that ball, was in for the tackle.
Again, just a good pass by Cody, keeping the ball because he's running that direction. He's got to square his shoulders and keeps the ball out in front of Chase Young so he can run to the ball, catch it where the defender cannot get to it. Reception, 7 yards, now bringing up 3rd and short. Trying to get the hard count, doesn't get Malden to jump this time. Pixley changing the count, or the sign. Josh Overall has a hole, turns back against the grain. He's looking to turn it upfield, aiming for the pylon. And he gets it just inside the pylon. Touchdown, Dexter. Great run, Josh Overall. Gets everybody going to the right. Turns it back against the grain to the left. And out sprints the defense to the pylon for a touchdown, putting the Bearcats, there you see, as he reaches out, just gets that foot inside that pylon. Bearcats now on top 25-12 with 5 minutes, 19 seconds to go. And we'll see Alex Cliff come in to attempt another point after try.
Josh wasn't going to be happy with the 6 or 7 yard pickup. He wanted to be in the end zone.
Josh, the leading scorer on the team this year so far after 4 games. That Cook is good as well, so that puts Bearcats up by 14 now, 26-12. Kevin, right now, Pizza Hut, get any pizza, any size, any topping for only $10 when you place a carry-out order. They also have a $5 pizzone, a huge individual calzone stuffed with your favorite toppings and cheese for only $5. Choose from 3 recipes, that being the meaty, the pepperoni, or the supreme. Pizza Hut is open until midnight on Fridays and Saturdays, open at 11 a.m. each day. Give them a call at 624-5333. Join them in the restaurant. You'll be able to see the rest of the Bearcat game live there on YAC on the big screen TVs they have going.
We talked a little bit about Overall being the leading scorer, Ed. That's his 9th touchdown of the year through 5 games, so just really having a good year running the ball this year.
Absolutely. It's good to see Nick Summers also getting into the scoring. He got his first touchdown last week against Scott City after being shut out the first 3 games. Has 2 or 3 now on the year, so both running backs getting into that scoring game, and hope to see a little bit more before the night's over. Bradwick with the kick. Near side. Mishandled. Brought down, fumble. Recovered by the Bearcats, unable to keep it. It looks like it's going to go with Malden at about the 16-yard line. As Garrett Ray was down there, had his hands on the ball, but unable to control it with the fall. And good heads up there by number 35. John J. Robinson recovering that ball, which could have been a huge turnover. Mistake there by the Green Wave, if not for the efforts of John J. Robinson.
Yeah, Dexter had an opportunity to recover it, but, I can tell you when you're on that kickoff team, you're flying down the field looking to hit somebody, and, the ball popped out, and I don't think he was expecting to see it laying there.
No, your first thought is to the back, and, you make the assumption he's going to receive it. You don't play the ball, but you play the receiver with the ball. And, but anyway, great effort there by the coverage team from the Bearcats. And look at this run here. Mitchell Coleman grinds out about 7 yards, 4 of them with 4 Bearcats on him.
Yeah, it looked like 54 Josh Lovins met him at the line of the scrimmage, but took 3 Bearcats to bring him down.
Okay, so 2nd and 3 from the Bearcat or the Malden Green Wave 24-yard line. Quick pitch out to Raymond Wilson, unable to
like
secure
it
it. Looks like it's going to be an incomplete pass. Both Raymond and the Bearcats pursuing that ball as if it was a lateral, but the referee quick to blow the whistle and signal incomplete pass.
Alex Cliff, the linebacker, was blitzing hard there, but he was picked up by the fullback, unable to get through.
So brings up 3rd and 4, but you talk about that blitz like that, those backs, they pick it up once or twice, and somebody like Alex Cliff, as the game goes on, that'll get harder and harder to do.
Well, you know, defensively, you know, Coach Pixley's going to start to change the seams that he wants them to go in. We'll get in the backfield. We were in the first half.
Got a flag on the play. Delay a game against Malden, so they're going to back it up 5 yards, bringing up 3rd and 9. Coach Wyatt, regardless of the actions you see over there, is not happy, I assure you.
Yeah, Malden had plenty of time to get that snap off. Not sure what the holdup was.
So Malden to reset. They're looking to the sideline to see if they want to change the play out as Tanner Murphy's over talking to his coach. So he takes a look to see how he thinks Malden or Dexter may be setting up. Well, now what, do they waive the penalty off? Yes, they. No, we got timeout Malden. So with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
I'm Danny Ford, owner of Glen Sain. We realize the best advertising we have is when our customers tell them about their buying experience at Glen Sain, with price and service.
We have an outstanding service and parts department that I think you'll be very, very proud of. Every day we come to work and look forward to selling our next GMC truck and have been doing so ever since my late grandfather, Glen Sain, started the business in 1954.
We invite you to come and see us and see why so many are buying from us. And God bless our troops.
Of the sweet land of liberty, of the icy land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside let freedom ring.
And we're back as Coach Wyatt hustles off the field with his water boy. The Green Wave come to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. So no flag, I guess, on the play, Kev. Hand off to Raymond Wilson. He tries to get to the outside. He's being strung out. He breaks it free, turns it up. Cody Stevens goes around him. Kitten Sanders able to bring him down finally at about the 29-yard line. So Kitten Sanders with the pursuit, possibly a touchdown-saving tackle, but not until after a, 26, 46, about a 47-yard gain by Raymond Wilson.
Not sure what happened on that play, Ed. From where we're at, it looked like the defense pursued it perfectly. Weren't any big blocks that were made. Just, I guess, maybe they over-pursued.
Well, if that's the case, the outside, the cornerback there was trying to go and seal off the sideline, and Raymond Wilson turned it up right behind him, and then just saw the gap there against the seam and went. And Raymond Wilson with excellent speed. He's a good strong runner as well, and then had the angles and was able to use the footwork to get around Cody Stevens. And there's Romello McCoy bounces out to the outside, scores a touchdown. So 29-yard touchdown by McCoy. Touchdown Malden. 4:03 to go here in the third quarter. Bringing the score to 26-18.
Zach Watson had a chance to make a play there, but he was able to bump off of him and get in for the score.
Yeah, absolutely. But Kevin, as we talked about, and most people know, we're our broadcast booth here in the press box. We have the visiting coaches and their camera work statisticians right here next to us, and was able to hear Miss Ann Matthews over there a little bit of happiness as she saw that touchdown happening. So, you're enjoying the game. Glad to have you up here in the box with us. And there's the kick. It's up, and it's good. So that brings the score to now 26-19. 7-point lead for the Bearcats. 4:03 to go here in the third quarter. On the Go Convenience has 2 locations, Kevin, in Dexter and Bloomfield, serving fried chicken and barbecue daily along with their popular food bar. It's also your one stop for fuel, snacks, and cold drinks on the go, and featuring the 23-degree beer cave. That's On the Go Convenience. So with that, you know, we talked about statistically on paper, both teams' offenses look almost mirror, same there. And so we knew it might only be a period of time that we could contain Malden, but we also knew, talking about it, that we were going to see some scoring from the Green Wave. And now here they getting into the scoring column here in the third quarter as well. And so looks to be like we might have an exciting game going down to the wire tonight, Kev.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see the stats that Mr. Brett Dorton will provide us after the end of this quarter, because in the first half, Malden only had 52 net rushing yards. I mean, I think they've had a run longer than 52 yards now.
And here's the kick. Policed up by Chase Young. He goes right up the middle looking for Oak. Gets met by 3. Big hit there by number 61, Tyler Manley, the sophomore. Chase Young brought down at the 34-yard line of the Dexter Bearcats. Good hard run by Chase, but again, number 61, Tyler Manley, plugging that wedge, busting through and meeting him head on.
We could hear that up here, Ed, but you know, Chase popped right back up over to the sideline. Tough guy.
So the Bearcats have first and 10 from their 35-yard line. 3:57 to go here in the third quarter. Josh Overall, the lone back. He'll take the ball right off the right tackle. He looks to go up the middle. A gain of about 17 yards. So first down Bearcats. Good hard run by Josh as he got into the middle. Looked like he was going to try to bring it against the grain back to the left. Got the defense turned around, then went right back to the right. Got an extra 4 to 5 yards after that run.
Devin Donnelly able to finally bring him down, but as you'd said earlier, Ed, Josh just coming out with like he has a mission in the second half.
Oh, we got a timeout on the field. That's right, Tyler. So we're going to take a quick break. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
At Allen Christian and Dexter, you'll like the way we do business for many reasons. We make the buying experience simple with a large selection of Buicks and GMCs to choose from.
We offer quality pre-owned vehicles priced to fit any budget. No gimmicks, guaranteed.
Shop us any day, anytime, here in Dexter or online at allenchristian.com.
We service what we sell with one of the most experienced service departments in the Heartland area.
Selection, price, experience, family owned for over 53 years. Allen Christian Buick GMC, Dexter.
Baker Implement Company in Malden, Missouri is your authorized dealer for Case IH tractors, combines, and implements. We are also an authorized dealer for Lexion combines. Baker Implement offers service on what we sell by factory-trained technicians. We are also one of the best stocked hardware stores in.
And here we go. Cody Stevens under center. Alex Cliff in motion. And we got a flag. It's going to be illegal procedure on the Bearcats, so it's going to back it up 5 yards. That'll be first and 15 now from the Bearcat 47.
Yeah, Alex, he was in motion there and just had a little bit more movement than they allow you to have.
So Bearcats a reset. Hand off back to Josh again. Fumble.
Looks like Malden recovered it.
Yes, so Josh had a gain of about 5-6 yards there. Ball's knocked loose though. Recovered by the Green Wave. So with 3:44 to go here in the third quarter, Green Wave have excellent field possession at their own 46-yard line. Third fumble tonight for the Dexter Bearcats, putting them down to -1 on the turnover ratio.
You know, Javel Cooper there just doing a good job of putting his helmet on the ball and knocking it out. Josh had it tucked, but not a whole lot you can do when that happens.
And there's the Green Wave players trying to get that Green Wave crowd into this game. As they're fired up, they want to see a score, tie this game up here in the third quarter. Hand off to the up back. Number 15, Mitchell Coleman, met in the backfield, tries to bounce free, unable to do it. Going to be a loss of 1 for the Green Wave.
Jake Lee fired up after that tackle, trying
Absolutely.
to get the Dexter crowd into it.
Well, those Bearcats on the field watch those Malden Green Wave get their crowd fired up, so after that play, Bearcats want to return to favor. So we got a good crowd here at Charles Bland Stadium tonight. It is fair night also here in Stoddard County and in Dexter, so we know we're competing with another venue. Glad to see all the Bearcat fans here in the stands tonight. Tanner Murphy, quick pass. That's a backward pass, but recovered by Raymond Wilson and brought down from behind by Kenton Sanders for a loss of 2, bringing up 3rd and 14. So great hustle there by Kenton Sanders.
Kenton telling Raymond Wilson there, you're not going anywhere. Just stay right here.
That's a good catch by Raymond. It seemed to be just a little bit out from him, but he was able to get big hand out there and police it in. Referee quickly signaling that it was a backward pass or lateral, so a live ball if the catch had not been made. And here we go, 3rd and 13. 2:28 to go here in the third quarter.
And the Bearcats have been strong on 3rd down thus far in the season. See if they can make a stop here.
And Alex Cliff coming on the blitz. Brought down from behind is number 23, Romello McCoy, not busted free this time.
Kenton Sanders and Dalton Putnam all over him that time, both bringing him down.
So a gain of about 2. So it'll be a 4th and 11 from the Green Wave 46. So we'll see Tanner Murphy in the back in the punt formation. Cody Stevens deep for the Bearcats.
Bearcats looking for the fake.
We got a flag down on the play. Tanner does a great job kicking it away from Cody and gets a Malden roll down to the Bearcat 14-yard line. We got an illegal procedure by the Green Wave. And I'm sure we'll see Coach Pixley say, let's go ahead and back those yards off and let them kick it again.
Not sure where the movement come from there. I missed that.
Ball start against Malden. It'll be 4th and 16.
I think the up back might have rose up a little bit, anticipating Dexter coming from the outside for the block, and it was enough to get the call.
Yes. So here we go. We'll punt it again. We still got Cody Stevens back. Alex Cliff in as we see a Zach Watson hustling off. High snap. This time Tanner does not get the Malden roll. A Bearcat roll as it bounces back. Ball's going to be down at the Bearcat 26-yard line. So the 5-yard penalty results in about a 11-yard gain for the for the Bearcats. So we'll have 1st and 10 with 1:04 to go here in the third quarter for the Bearcats. Want to remind everybody, first say thanks for the emails at sports@yactv.com. We'll be looking at emails until the end of the game, so go ahead and let us know what you think of this broadcast and what you think of the game. Again, that's sports@yactv.com. So Josh Overall, Alex Cliff, the backs, alongside Cody Stevens. And we're going to have movement against the Bearcats as Stevens called for the ball, but before it was hiked, the running backs, both I believe of them, went ahead and jumped into motion there.
A lot of times the anticipation of where they're supposed to be gets the best of them. And
well, they know the snap count, and so they're going on the quarterback's voice, and not every time does the center react instantly to that voice as well. So Jacob Stevens hits under center, or is the center tonight, doing a great job. Hand off here to Josh. He's met in the backfield. But number
42, Chris Smith, making the initial contact in the backfield.
And then it looked like number 85, Devin Donnelly, coming in with the big hit. Looks like about a 6-yard loss for the Bearcats.
Be about a 2nd and 16, Ed.
Yes, I forgot about the 5-yard penalty, making it second and 15, or first and 15. But so set up a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 16 pass, incomplete to Tyler Miller. We've not heard his number called tonight on the pass reception. Would have been gain of about 7 yards had it been complete, but incomplete, stopping the clock with 17 seconds and bring up 3rd and long, 16 yards for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Malden Green Wave, you know they've seen film on Dexter. They've had good coverage on Tyler all night. Coming into this game, you know, Tyler had 324 receiving yards with 6 touchdowns. So Malden doing a good job of keeping him pinned down tonight.
And snap's a little flubbed up there, but we got illegal procedure, false start there by the Bearcats. So back up another 5 yards to bring a 3rd and 21 at the Bearcats' 16-yard line.
Now, until this series, Ed, Dexter's done a good job of not having any penalties tonight. And they picked a bad time to start picking those up.
Yes, they did. So here we go, 16 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cody Stevens looked to pass, good defense. He turns it upfield right up the middle for a gain of about 15, 16 yards. He's going to be 4, 5, 6 yards shy of a first down. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So Coach Pixley's going to have a little time to talk it over with his coaches and offense, figure out what he wants to do. But there you see the score, 26-19. Bearcats on top. You're watching Dexter Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
Baker Implement Company in Malden, Missouri is your authorized dealer for Case IH tractors, combines, and implements. We are also an authorized dealer for Lexion combines. Baker Implement offers service on what we sell by factory-trained technicians. We are also one of the best stocked hardware stores in the area. Baker Implement is the place to shop for Case IH branded apparel and toys. Drop by and visit us and let us show you what we have. You'll find whatever you're looking for at Baker Implement Company in Malden, Missouri.
Looks like the doctor has ordered some medical equipment for you to use at home. I've arranged for We Don't Care Equipment Company.
You know, as a patient, you have rights. Most importantly, your right to choose who provides your medical equipment needs. So when you find yourself in this situation, you should be offered a list of providers to choose from. Then you'll receive a higher grade of home care when you choose A+ medical equipment. If you'd like to know more about patient rights, call us toll-free or visit us on the web at aplusmedequip.com.
Okay, we're back as we see the teams switching ends. Bearcats coming out. We'll have a 4th and 5 from their 31-yard line.
The Bearcats playing without Nick Summers there in the middle. Not sure why he's out of the game, but the last 2 series he's been over here on the bench.
Cody Nelton also with the bandage and ice on his left calf. And there we go, getting the encroachment again. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Green Wave, resulting in should result in a first down for the Dexter Bearcats.
And that's the 3rd time tonight that Cody's been able to pull them off sides.
And so our cameraman, Rick, here getting a text showing that Nick Summers sitting down for a possible concussion. And so, I heard Denny Putnam and Brett Dorton talking. And so they're getting the update from down on the field, but Summers with concussion symptoms, and he's sitting on the bench at the moment. I doubt if we see him back in this game.
Yeah, you know, concussion's just something that, you know, we figured out over the years you can't play around with.
Absolutely not, but he'll be missed going into the end of the game. There's the handoff fake. Stevens cuts it up the middle, misses a block, keeps going, turns around, gain of about 14 yards, maybe 15. First down for the Bearcats into the Malden Green Wave territory, their 46-yard line.
You know, Stevens was the leading rusher in the first half with 53 rushing yards, and, you know, we've seen all year long that he's a running quarterback. Coming into the game with 279 yards, averaging 6.3 yards a carry. So it just gives you another threat in the backfield.
Absolutely, and there the referees conferred there is no flag or penalty on the play, so
there will be no penalty on the play.
The play will stand. First down, Bearcats at the Malden Green Wave 47-yard line.
You know, we mentioned Nick being injured earlier, maybe with a possible concussion. The Bearcats are fortunate to have Dr. Gibbon on the sideline tending to him. There's a lot of high school teams that don't have that luxury.
Absolutely. Corey Blocker down there assisting Dr. Gibbon. As you say, Bearcats very fortunate to have two such qualified medical professionals willing to donate their time to these football games and this football team. Handoff right up the middle to Alex Cliff. Good hard run. He bangs out about 6 yards.
Alex hanging onto the ball with both hands there. Not going to let it go.
And no, Kevin, we're talking about Dr. Gibbon and Corey Blocker there. And they're not just here on the sidelines in Dexter. They travel to each and every away game as well. They're as big at Bearcat fans as there are in Bearcat Nation. Fake the handoff again. Cody Stevens off to the left. Chase Young. Nice block. Cody tries to go right on the cornerback. He succeeds, but he's brought down, but not until after a gain of about 17, maybe 14 yards. First down, Dexter Bearcats. Great job, Chase Young, tying up that cornerback, not allowing him to step up and make the play.
Yeah, Cody, that was a great run, and Chase did an excellent job putting the block out there, but Cody decided he wanted to put some shoulder pads on somebody and just went right at the cornerback.
Absolutely. See, Brett Dorton just brought us some third quarter stats. Again, we want to say thanks to Brett. Josh overall, off tackle, jumps, gain of about 6.
Overall, the ball carrier is brought down by number 23.
You know, overall, we talked about 16 yards in the first half. Now, after the third quarter, he's setting at 69 yards rushing, so back where he wants to be.
Absolutely, and that tackle made by number 23, Romello McCoy. But Bearcats, very solid, great execution here in this drive. Marching down the field. 9:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bearcats still on top by 7.
Bearcats with 169 rushing yards in that third quarter, Ed.
Outstanding. See Tanner Murphy out on the near side here guarding. And there's Cody Stevens, gets through the line, breaks through a tackle, brought down at the 5-yard line. First down, first and goal for the Bearcats.
Cody, he's eclipsed 100 yards now. Before that run, he was at 135 yards rushing.
And add on about another 22, so he's over 150 yards, or at least right at 150 yards rushing for the game. As Josh Overall brings the play in from the sideline. A score here would be huge for the Bearcats, as that clock now becomes the enemy of the Malden Green Wave, ticking down. Pitch back to Josh Overall. He dodges. He, at the line, met. Not backwards. Tanner Murphy and number 15, it looked like, Mitchell Coleman, Mitchell Coleman with the big hit, preventing Josh from getting over the line, over the goal line for the touchdown as he knocked him around, brought him down at about the 1.5-yard line of the Malden Green Wave.
Now, Tanner Murphy did an excellent job there, hitting him up high, having field awareness of where we were at on the field.
Wouldn't mind seeing one in the corner of the end zone to Tyler Miller right here. We got Chase Young there at the top, though. Hand off to Cliff Lees. He bangs it inside, but he's met by a staunch Greenway defense. Number 74 plugging the hole. That's Austin Bader, the sophomore, with the big stop there for his Green Wave.
Austin there, the program lists him at 5'10", 308 pounds, so he's a force to be reckoned with up the middle.
And right there beside him is Josh Hampton, a 5'9", 304-pound lineman.
There's not many defensive lines in the state that probably have 2 300-pounders up front.
There's a touchdown for the Bearcats. Stevens with the 2-yard dive, maybe a 1-yard dive. But again, touchdown Bearcats, 7 minutes 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter as the Bearcats will line up as Alex Cliff changes his shoe for the point after try to go back up 14 points.
The Bearcats are being very effective rushing the ball in the second half. The offensive linemen are setting up good blocks. The backs are finding seams. Look really good execution.
And that Malden defense has done an excellent job of shutting down the pass attack of the Bearcats. And that looks to be good from here, and it is signaled good. So with 7:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, Bearcats on top by 14, 33-19. Hey, and while we take a quick break here, we're going to stay with it, but the cameraman to pan the field, you'll take a notice and a nice look at the field tonight. You should be impressed. It is in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field services on not only this field, but numerous ones in the area, such as Portageville, Sykeston, Piggott, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovation prides themselves on providing the best playing surface possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their projects, go to turfrenovations.com. And there you see again that Bearcat right there on the 50-yard line here at Charles Bland Stadium, provided by the support of the Dexter Bearcat Booster Club.
The Booster Club, Ed, they're really happy to bring that to the Bearcat fans and the athletes, and I can assure you there's a lot of work that goes into that, but every minute of it is enjoyed, and they're glad that we're able to do that.
Absolutely. We focused in on the portable water cooler as well, provided a couple of years ago by the Bearcat Booster Club. But, while we're easy to emphasize what they've been able to do here for the football field, Booster Club supports all athletes, and all athletics, as we see Brad Wick with the kick. Returned by the upback, number 35, John Robinson. Good hard run there as he brings a couple of Bearcats with him for about a 15-yard return to the 44-yard line of the Malden Green Wave. So 7:43 to go. We're going to be looking to see Malden trying to get across that goal line quickly so that they can hopefully mount a defensive stance and still have time to get the ball back to execute that second series to try to tie this ball game with less than 8 minutes to go here in the game.
Yeah, the clock's definitely going to be Malden's biggest enemy. I mean, with Dexter running the ball as much as they are, Malden's going to have to score quick.
Absolutely, and I would look to see the Bearcat defense trying to make sure they turn tackles to the inside. And there's the pass incomplete. Good heads-up play, good defense by Garrett Ray there. Raymond Wilson just not quite able to bring in the one-handed catch this time.
Garrett made an excellent play there. He was able to almost have him get tripped up by his own player.
So, of course, the incomplete pass does stop the clock. We may see Malden turn to that pass more and more as they're going to be looking to preserve clock time in between plays so that if it's not an effective pass, then at least or an incomplete pass, if it is an incomplete pass, the clock will stop.
And we know they can be effective with the pass. They showed that in the first half with the big slants.
Absolutely, and Tanner's spreading out his offense now. And there, I think they're going to have a delay of game. It is a delay of game against the Green Wave, so they're going to back it up, and now be 2nd and 15 to the Green Wave 39-yard line.
And again, the penalties have just plagued Malden tonight. I mean,
that time it looked like Green Wave wanted to make a final switch with the setup there on the offense after seeing what the Bearcats did, but the clock just got away from them.
Through 3 quarters tonight, Malden has had 8 penalties for 64 yards.
Tanner looking to go up top. Good defense there by the Bearcats and wrestle him out, make him turn it upfield for a short gain, maybe 3 on the return or on the run by Tanner, maybe 4. It's just going to be now 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Jake Lee able to hang on and pull him to the ground. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 10 where it could have possibly been a 3rd and 5 maybe.
Absolutely. More importantly, that clock keeps ticking now as it approaches and reaches 7 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Like to let everybody know that Nick Summers is up and around, walking around on the sideline, so that's always a good sign.
Murphy going deep. Dalton Putnam with the position to make a play on the ball. It's over his hands, but Raymond Wilson unable to see that ball clearly thanks to the defense by Dalton Putnam. Incomplete pass, would have been a 1st down.
Dalton did a good job of defending that ball well. He went up for it at its highest point, and then you had Tyler Miller coming over from the safety position, so if the catch was made, he was there for the tackle.
Absolutely. So 4th and 10 from the Green Wave 44-yard line. Again, Tanner Murphy, the quarterback, is the punter. Dexter Williams, as they get in punt formation, Dexter back, Cody Stevens back to receive. But we'll see if the Green Wave doesn't try something here to keep this ball and this possession, this series going. There's the kick, almost blocked. Bounce off Stevens, shoulder pass. Malden was on it, but it looks like they lost it and recovered by the Bearcats. So almost big play there by the Green Wave.
Jake Lee nearly able to get back there for the block.
Let's see who comes up off that pile. It looked like a Garrett Ray may have recovered the ball for the Bearcats. So I know Cody Stevens is going to be tapping him on the back of the helmet saying, thanks a lot, buddy. As Malden fans are reacting, thinking they recovered the ball as they came out of the scrum with it. But before the scrum was pulled up hard, the referees had already signaled that it was a Bearcat football.
Yeah, and our officials, they're down there like you'd said earlier, Ed, right on top of the ball. They were able to see who had possession. Nevertheless, it's easy to get fired up when you're in the stands and you're pulling for your team.
Absolutely.
You would expect Dexter to come out running the ball here to keep that clock moving.
Absolutely, and they've had success between the tackles. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they can continue doing that. That guarantees that ball stays inside. And here he goes, right off tackle. Cody Stevens with a run of about 8, maybe 9 yards to bring up 2nd and short. But more importantly, keeping that clock as it ticks down now to 6:20 to go here in the ball game. The Bearcats, will see them maximizing. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody doesn't snap that ball or hike that ball inside 5 seconds on the play clock every down.
That was number 55, Nate Patello for the Green Wave, in on the tackle.
There we see the play clock clicking down as Cody's taking a look at it. It's inside 5 seconds now. And there he took it on 2 seconds to go. As he tries to swing it outside. Good pursuit by the Greenway, but he turns it up. So he's good for a first down. He tried to stay in bounds. He took a hit, but he's knocked out of bounds at the Bearcat 49. Again, first down.
Juwan Krigler able to knock him out of bounds.
So 15-yard gain by Cody Stevens. First down. Does stop the clock, though. 5:50 to go here in the ball game.
You talked about the play clock, Ed. I'd be really surprised if we see a snap with any more than 5 seconds left to go on that play clock.
Absolutely, and there were several situations last year when Cody in his first year starting was in situations like this, so he's very in tune and to the play clock, has an acute sense back there of how much time is on it. And there he was a little early, but hey, you know, what the heck, let's keep pounding it right up the middle. He knows now, too, that the clock is the biggest enemy of these Malden Green Wave. As we click down now to 5.5 minutes to go here, so, you know, after this second play, Malden's going to be looking at just over 5 seconds to go, or maybe right at 5 minutes to go, excuse me, in the ball game. And if we can pound out 3-4 yards, we being the Dexter Bearcats, 3-4 yards each play, well then it's just in very short order a victory for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Dexter wanting to finish this strong. The student section cheering them on over there as we continue.
And there's a fumble. Botched handoff to Cliff, fumble, but recovered by Cody Stevens, but a loss of about 5. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 12, maybe a loss of 4.
Looked like Tyler Manley was able to force that fumble there.
So now the ball's set, play clock starts, and 4:42 to go in the ball game as Josh Overall walks the play into his quarterback.
Even though we've got a 2-touchdown lead, this is a big 3rd down play here. Can't afford to make a turnover. That gives Malden plenty of time to score.
Absolutely, absolutely. The Bearcats hustle out, 2 seconds on the clock, 1 second. The ball is snapped. Stevens looking for the big pass to Tyler Miller. He gets past. It's caught. It's going to be a touchdown. Tyler Miller from the 47-yard line, a 53-yard touchdown reception. Cody Stevens to Tyler Miller, who's had a very quiet night. And again, Malden maybe looking to see the Bearcats go up the middle and keep grinding out that clock. Tyler Miller able to get behind the defense. Cody Miller able to make the pass right in stride. Great reception, great pass, great execution. Touchdown Bearcats to go up by 3 scores now with 4:14 to play.
Tyler did a great job of selling the hook there and then, you know, able to get himself past the defenders and be open. And a great throw by Cody.
Absolutely. They faked the handoff. Tyler, he, like you said, he did the hook out in the flat. Cornerback bit, and then Tyler took off upfield, able to get past the safety. And here we got an offsides on the Malden Green Wave. Hey, we got another email from Tyler's aunt, this time his aunt Misty Crider. So proud of number 4 Tyler Miller and the Bearcats. Go Bearcats, and the video looks awesome. So, yeah, I wonder if she must have been typing that right before the touchdown pass to Tyler. So, Ms. Crider, thank you much for the email. I'm sure Tyler's going to be telling you next time, Aunt, if you can type it in a little earlier. But either way, kick is good by Alex Cliff, putting the Bearcats up by 21. The score is now 40-19, 4:14 to go here in the ball game. So that's a very reassuring and relieving cushion with the additional touchdown for the Bearcats. 3 touchdowns in 4 minutes is an extremely tall order, not only at the high school level, but at any level of football, Kevin. And so here we're going to see we got maybe a little activity going on after the plays. We've got 2 players and the referees talking after the game. Again, just wanted to remind everybody, let's keep this thing clean. It's good sportsmanship. And we're going to see the Bearcats line it up. Brad Wick coming out to kick.
I'm glad to see Tyler get on the board there. I mean, because all night we've talked about him giving blocks, being in on tackles. He's had a fumble recovery. Just an all-around game, even though he might not have had the ball in his hands as much as he wanted. and a really good call by Coach Pixley. If I was the Malden coaching staff, I don't know that I would have been expecting a deep pass when we're trying to run time off the clock.
Yeah, exactly. The most opportune time to throw it when you shouldn't be throwing it. And your defense, you've been so successful up the gut the entire evening, especially in the second half. And there, Malden a little late getting set up. Squib kick up front. Goes to 10 yards, but Malden recovers. But Coach Pixley a little upset because Malden was on the line ready to kick the ball, or excuse me, Dexter on the line ready to kick. Malden not in position to receive it. Looked to me like, and again, I'm looking here from up above and a little ignorant to everything going on, but hey, could have kicked the ball that 10 yards, ran out there before Malden was even in position, and then been in a spot to just run the clock out.
Yeah, Coach Pixley giving Brad a little bit of coaching advice there. Say, hey, you're set, kick the ball. That's
right.
What we're looking to do.
Yeah, they once the referees say go, it's good. You don't have to wait for the other team to say we're ready.
Well, I have a chance here, Ed. I'd like to say hello to my little one, Luke. He's at home watching right now. My wife just sent a message and said Tyler's touchdown was awesome and that we were doing a great job.
Thank you much, Miss Lori. Luke, glad you're enjoying the game as well. Tanner looking to go underneath. Eludes one block, brought down from behind. That's number 35, John J. Robinson.
Kenton Sanders has done a really good job all night of getting good position and making the tackle, but just a little missed tackle there. Malden able to pick up some extra yardage.
Absolutely, and here at the high school level, the clock does stop to move the chains. It was a first down for Malden. 4:06, and there they're resetting the clock, and now we tick down. We'll have 4 minutes to go with the snap of the ball. First down, Malden Green Wave.
Dexter bringing the blitz again with Alex Cliff.
This time with excellent coverage there by Kenton Sanders on Raymond Wilson. Pass just a little high and a little hot, unable to police it up. 2nd and 10, 3:52 to go here in the ball game.
Ed, I'm really pleased with how aggressively the defense has played tonight. I mean, seen some really good schemes, some movement, trying to throw Malden's offensive line off, blitzes all night. I like that kind of football.
And same here. It's been exciting to watch there. Pass intended for Raymond Wilson. It looked to be complete, but as he turned, he's hit, drops the ball, ruled incomplete. Stops the clock again, now 3rd and 10 from the Dexter 35.
And Dalton, he may not be the biggest guy on the field, but he's not scared to come up and make a hit.
Absolutely, and obviously 4-down territory. You're needing 3 scores. You got less than 4 minutes to do it. So not necessarily needing a full 10 yards here, but Tanner Murphy, I'm sure he'd be happy with 35. There he is, almost dug down from behind. Pass is complete. Going to be close for a first down as he looks like number 15, Mitchell Coleman with the reception, brought down right at the 25-yard line. It is signal for a first down. More importantly, the Bearcats kept him in bounds, so the clock stops to move the chains. And once they're set, the clock will restart.
Zach Lacey nearly able to make a big sack there. I mean, you're talking a half second, and that ball couldn't have been thrown.
And again, that just shows the strength of Tanner Murphy, having somebody with that type of ability and strength tugging on you, and he's still able to set a foot and throw the ball to elude the sack. So now we tick down to 3:20 to go here in the ball game. And again, the stunt by the Bearcats out. And Raymond Wilson right through his hands as he was wanting to turn to make a big play, but he felt Dalton Putnam and Kenton Sanders coming on him. And rule number one, or task number one on the pass, is catch the ball.
Yep.
And this time Raymond just wanting to do a little more, got a little ahead of himself. So again, he'd love to have that back. That's not indicative of his level of play. And he's over there saying, Tanner, I'll get you better back next time.
Yeah, and the 6'1", 247-pound Zach Lacey in the backfield in the quarterback's face again helped a little too.
This gets out to Raymond Wilson. Great pursuit by Kenton Sanders. Open field tackle for a short gain of maybe 3 yards, but again, To Raymond Wilson, catches the ball, turns up. Kenton Sanders, great pursuit. Big hit there, open field again, tackle, 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7, under 3 minutes to go as we see the clock now tick to 2:45.
Kenton that time, he said, you got by me a minute ago, but not this time.
Absolutely, and not quite the sense of urgency I thought we might see here, but Coach Wyatt maybe wanted to ensure he sees good execution here in the final minutes. Not saying he's conceded the game by any means, but as Tanner's rushed, flushed out, up the gut there for a short gain, about 3, maybe 4, so we'll bring up 4th and 3 with 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Alex Cliff able to make the tackle there.
So big stop right here by the Bearcats seals the game, as they'll be able to just run the clock out as we now hit 2 minutes to go. And Malden, again, not showing a lot of sense of urgency. Again, not saying they conceded the game, but Coach Wyatt has some specific things he wants to see happen here late in the game, and his team wants to perform those for him. Pass across the middle to Raymond Wilson. Pass is good. He's brought down at the 5, so first down Malden. 1:46 to go here in the ball game.
Malden with the slant there. It was very effective in the first half. Hadn't seen it much in the second half, probably because Dexter was able to fine-tune their defense at halftime to stop it.
So the play clock has started. Now the game clock also started. Coach Wyatt calling in the plays. Tanner looking left. He's going to run. Turns the corner, and he's got a touchdown. Touchdown, Tanner Murphy and the Malden Green Wave. 1:21 to go here in the ball game. That's going to cut the deficit from 21 to 15. And we'll see if the Green Wave go for 1 or 2 here.
Right there at the end of that play, number 15, Mitchell Coleman for the Green Wave, able to make a nice block on Chase Young to ensure that score.
And again, that's what Coach Wyatt's looking for late in the game. Regardless of what the score is at this game, wants to see that his team can execute in the final 2 minutes of a ball game. Next game down the road, the gap may be a lot less, and that type of execution could result in a win. So again, good execution by the Malden Green Wave to march down the field and get another touchdown to close this gap from 21. As we had the point after try coming. Ball's down, kick is up, and looks to be good. They signal it is, so now the game 40-26 in favor of the Bearcats. 14-point advantage with 1:21 to go. Very safe to say that the game is now in the hands of the Bearcats, short of, I mean, you got 2 onside kicks and some other, but okay, so while we reset, we're going to take a quick timeout, quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching live, or Dexter Bearcat Football live on YHC TV.
At First National Bank, it is about believing in our community, planning for the future, and understanding the needs and aspirations of our customers. We bring you the best in full-service banking, backed by a friendly staff and a strong sense of community pride. We encourage you to experience the First National Bank difference. First National Bank, believing in community, planning for the future.
Hey, and we're back. We see the Malden Green Wave coming out and back onto the field, setting up for the kick. Looks like the Bearcats have got a hands team on the recovery team in preparation for an onside try, as Malden's lining up to do the same.
And we got Jake Lee, Alex Cliff.
And here's the kick. It is an attempt, touched by the Bearcats, but recovered by the Bearcats at their 46, 47-yard line by number 20. So Dalton Putnam with the recovery. That's going to leave 1:20 to go here in the ball game. Wouldn't be surprised if we maybe see one play run and then just Cody Stevens taking a knee if he doesn't do it on the first play. I'd be surprised also if Malden uses their timeouts to stop the clock, knowing that without the ball, 14 points to tie with 1:20.
You're exactly right. We'll most likely see one play here.
And it may just very well be Cody scrambling around and then taking the knee just to ensure that the play goes down, clock goes down below a minute. Nope, inside handoff, straight up the gut, hit instantly, and looks like Alex Cliff drags him for about 3 yards. So nice run there by Alex to bring up second and 4 yards. Looks like it'll be second and 6. It was 3 yards, second and 7, as we see on the scoreboard there. 58 seconds to go here in the ball game.
That's exactly what you want your fullback to do. Pick up 3 to 4 yards, run it tough, run it hard.
Cody milking the play clock. Hand off to Josh Overall. He tries to spring outside, gets through for a first down.
Overall, the ball carrier.
So it looks like about a 14-yard gain for Josh Overall, and that's going to seal it as 37 seconds to go. First down, Dexter Bearcats, so we'll see Cody come out, take a knee. Once they get the change set, the clock will start. 12 seconds difference between the game clock and the play clock. So we will have to snap the ball. So Cody, he'll take the ball, take his knee, and then we'll see some pats on the back and some celebration by the Dexter Bearcats. Cody milks the clock down.
Stevens takes the knee.
Takes the knee with 13 seconds to go. That's going to be your ball game with the Dexter Bearcats victorious 40-26, avenging last year's 26-20 loss in overtime. Congratulations, Dexter Bearcats. Great game, Malden Green Wave as well. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back shortly with your final stats. Again, Dexter Bearcats victorious at Charles Bland Stadium, 40-26.
Here at Lincoln Lacey Chevrolet in Malden, we've got a great selection of new Chevy and GMC trucks. Some discounted up to $9,500.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
How about this GMC short bed four-wheel drive, loaded up with chrome accessories for only $24,900.
Sorry, Kurt, this one's sold.
So hurry on over to Lincoln Lacey in Malden before they're all sold.
Come on out to Lincoln Lacey in Malden.
Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Swinger, and I'm so pleased that YHC TV will be carrying so many sporting events this year, both boys and girls. These events help with leadership, personality development, and I would like to wish all of our students and all of our schools a safe and successful year.
So you're wondering what's the better deal, cable or the dish? Well, let's see how they size up. The dish has no local office, no ability to provide their own high-speed internet or phone for bundled savings, and can require a 2-year contract with hefty early termination fees. Cable, on the other hand, has local offices, its own high-speed internet, and phone services with a lot of great features.
New Wave Communications, there really is no better choice.
The Sports Roundtable represents one of our great traditions here in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, and that's high school athletics. And nobody promotes it better than us here at YHC. What's new with the Roundtable this year? We're looking to add representatives from our local colleges, Southeast Missouri State, Arkansas State, and Three Rivers, to give us the inside scoop on local college athletics in our area, as well as new commentators to add to our program each week to give us more in-depth analysis of sports in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas. The Roundtable was designed to give local viewers in-depth analysis about teams and sports in our area, and we're geared up to go once again every Saturday morning live at 10 a.m.
And we're back. Again, a very entertaining game tonight, Kevin. Congrats to the Dexter Bearcats, victorious again. Final score 40-26. Game on paper coming in, both teams statistically looked a lot alike. Passing yardage, rushing yardage, score, points a game, points against per game, records 3-1. But tonight it was just the Dexter Bearcats with a little better on the execution. Going down some of the highlights here. First downs, Dexter Bearcats 26 against 14 for the Green Wave. Bearcats had 47 rushing attempts for 394 yards. Malden 29 attempts for 249. Passing, 76 yards for the Bearcats, about 54 of those coming the final touchdown to Tyler Miller. Tanner Murphy with a very efficient night tonight, 12 of 13 for 106 yards. Offensive plays, again, pretty even, 57 for the Bearcats, 52 for the Green Wave. Turnovers, a little bit of an issue. 3 fumbles, 3 lost for the Bearcats, 2 fumbles, 2 lost for the Green Wave. So Bearcats, again, losing the penalty, or the turnover rate war, -1 to the Green Wave. On some individual stats, we talked about it during the game, Kevin, especially you pointed it out. Cody Stevens, 18 attempts for 175 yards gained. Josh Overall, 15 attempts, 93 yards, only had 16 in the first half. So real quick, that's 77 yards in the second half. Great second half. Nick Summers, 7 for 69, sat out most of the second half with concussion symptoms. Cody Stevens, 4 of 10 for 76 yards and 2 TDs. 53 yards was the long there to Tyler Miller. And for the Green Wave, rushing, Romello McCoy, 9 attempts for 125 yards. Actually, then 8 lost, so 117 net. Tanner Murphy, 11 for 18 yards. And Raymond Wilson, 6 carries for 64 yards. Tanner, again, efficient on the night, 12 of 23 for 106 yards. Then Raymond Wilson, 6 catches, 49 yards to lead the receiving for the Green Wave. And again, you got quite a few defensive stats there for us. What all you got?
Yeah, you're going to hear some names that we called out quite a few times tonight. Kenton Sanders leading the Bearcats in tackles with 8 tackles, 1 of those for a loss. Then we had Joseph Lovins, Alex Cliff, and Nick Summers, which you mentioned missed most of the second half. Ryan Joyner and Dalton Putnam all coming in with 6 tackles. And then Zach Watson coming up with 4 big tackles. Just defensively strong up the middle all night long. You hear all your linebackers' names in there, and that's what you want to hear. For Malden, Chris Smith and Romel McCoy both had 8 tackles, with Tanner Murphy coming in with 6 tackles on defense. So, you know, him going both ways, had an excellent offensive and defensive game.
Absolutely. So, and again, a big thing we talked about, penalties. Malden, uncharacteristic, 9 penalties, 69 yards tonight, and a couple of them crucial, really stalling the offensive drives or enabling an offensive drive of the Bearcats to continue. And so, again, Coach White will have some talk about that, I'm sure, in this coming week to help correct that against next week for both for the Green Wave and their contest next Friday. Pretty good for the Bearcats, 4 penalties for 30 yards. So, again, overall effort, very efficient night, a great night, especially on the ground for the Bearcats. Congratulations. Good night for the Malden Green Wave, but Bearcats just had a little more this evening. So, again, Bearcats extremely proud, very happy, very excited to avenge last year's loss. And congratulations, Bearcats. Malden, good game. Good luck next week. I'm Ed Gargas alongside Kevin Bishop. Kevin, thanks for being here tonight. Glad to have you up here. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll be looking forward to seeing that game then. I forget who's what is it, Charleston or Caruthersville or Charleston?
It'll be Charleston, I believe, and it'll be homecoming.
Yeah, that's right. Charleston homecoming 2 weeks from tonight. So you'll be able to see us again live from Charles Bland Stadium. Again, thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.